man. I think it's a good time. I think Russ is going to like the new name of the podcast.
I think
It is the name you came up with, Steve.
yes.
I forgot what it is, though.
He forgot it already.
He
Julian,
was pretty drunk.
lay it on him, like lay it gently across his forehead, if you don't mind.
The new name of the podcast would be the Dipshit Collective.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I'm right at home.
Yeah, I don't think there's another podcast name that would really encapsulate everything that we do here. And I've never been more proud.
Did me so proud.
No, but tonight we're joined by some real talent.
Yes.
Like we got Russ Javon here. If anyone on here is on TikTok right here, what the hell just happened? Billy just came in and hit me with a fucking subscription. Holy shit!
Hey.
Yo, thank you, Billy. Thank you, Billy.
Free
Well,
deep
you guys
cuts
are-
with Billy.
Yo, hold on. No.
I didn't say
There's
that
no
was
need.
yours. It came from Google. What the fuck?
Now, first of all, you know, you just put none. I don't want to disappoint people like that, Russ. Okay, I don't need that kind of pressure in my life. Just go to page 6. Yo, what's up, Matt? Welcome to the broadcast. Oh crap, they're already making me dab. They're just
Get your dab on, son.
hold up. There we go. Anyways, well, we're joined by some real talent tonight. Russ is he is one of the fucking OGs, along with Julian from the app that I got my start on. I remember the first time I met Russ, his first words to me were, "Who the fuck are you?" And I've never been more proud to be accepted by somebody after that moment. Earning his respect after that was my crowning achievement. I was like, all right, I've made it. I've done a thing.
You want to know a secret?
You didn't like me anyway. I got you.
No. I was drunk off Jameson that night.
Oh, so our friendship started off Jameson and now it's continuing off at Jameson. I love this shit.
The theme is just Jameson.
What's up, Sarah? Good to see you guys. Thank you guys for joining in. But, Julian, we've had a lot happen in the past just fucking week. And I don't even know where to start, really. But, I mean, you've got some real serious feelings about Britney Spears. You know, you've got some real serious feelings up in your gullet about her. And, I think the people need to hear them.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle put it right when he said, you know, she had to shave her head to take the focus off of her pussy.
That's right.
That is facts. Holy shit.
And luckily she was groomed when that picture slipped out. I was like, look at you, girl. Just proud of her.
Britney deserves better than this.
She does deserve better than this, but
Yeah, she does.
I mean the truth of the matter is like a lot has come out over the past couple of weeks, and like the Free Britney movement has been around for years now because people have been trying to bring attention to it, but nobody had actually really heard from her about it until that court audio was leaked, and that's the last thing that's going to be leaked because her team actually moved that moving forward, all of the transcripts are going to be sealed. Nothing else is going to come out from it.
Yeah, because it's a private situation that she should be able to deal with without being in the public eye, you know?
Absolutely.
Well, actually, she's been in the public eye, and I'm not a investigator of any type, but I'm big on social media. And the one thing I noticed about Britney, when she was posting like the last 4 or 5 months, she was posting her wearing the same outfit almost every post.
Yeah.
And you seen from the body language of the post, like she was trying to let you know that something was going on. And it seemed like every post after the last seemed like it was a part of a movie skit. And you could just see in her eyes that something was wrong. But of course she wouldn't say it in the caption. She wouldn't say it in comments. But her fans are the one that figured it out, and that's why her fans gave her the strength to say what she said in court.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely.
If it wasn't for them, she would still be stuck in feeling alone in a dark corner wherever she stayed. So.
And now it's just going to go back to being swept under the rug, and we're not going to hear anything else until she actually gets it absolved.
Did that come through good?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll definitely.
Disney.
Go ahead.
Billy says Disney and her dad hoed her out.
I don't think it started with the dad though. I think it started with her sister.
No, her sister was never actually on the conservatorship. It was Jamie Spears. Jamie Spears is her father.
Yeah.
They appointed him first, and for health reasons, I guess. For health reasons. Oh, okay. The audience couldn't hear you, Haley, but we'll deal with it. We'll deal with it.
Okay.
Fuck. Just lost my shit. Okay, well, Streamlabs is telling me something. Oh, thank you for hosting. But they took him off for health reasons. Like recently, I think. It wasn't like the last 2 years they took Jamie off of the conservatorship and they appointed that trust person or that trust company. I need to get better on the details. Like I know there has been some juxtaposition around people on the conservatorship. But again, we had never heard from her on her experiences on it. And like, have all of you guys heard her transcripts, like her audio transcript from that hearing? Like Russ, were you able to actually listen to it?
Heard tidbits. I didn't hear the whole thing.
No, I didn't.
I listened to the whole thing.
Basically, she explained that she has been working against her will. She's been forced into therapy against her will if she didn't do what her conservators wanted her to do.
Mm-hmm.
She was told that she is not allowed to take out her IUD and have a child. She's been denied that right. And that takes us into a whole other realm because everything thus far has been court approved.
Yeah.
And that raises some serious questions about the efficacy of the court. I am not slumping. Fuck you. Anyways. Yeah, someone told me to do a posture check. I'm just like, first of all.
Yeah, me and Brittany need to get on that making those biracial babies. And we're being held up by this damn conservatorship.
How much money have you thrown into this?
Who?
How much money are you willing to throw into making a baby with Britney Spears?
I ain't throwing no money. She rich. I'm just gonna I'm gonna be throwing something a little different at her. You know what I mean?
It's like
That
Brittany
question.
can get this.
I'm gonna ask that question for him.
Go ahead,
Whatever
go ahead.
amount of money I have to throw at her to have her say the words I heard in 7th grade, "Hit me, baby, one more time," I'm gonna make that shit happen.
What's up, Biggie? What's up, Jazz? Thank you guys for being here. Oh, God. That was 2007?
I don't know if it was 2007, but I'm just saying, like, I feel
Yeah,
like
like
it was earlier
2000
than that. It's more like
2003.
2002, 2003.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even still, like,
Well,
I feel you, dude. I feel you.
Yeah,
2003. Damn, I was 5.
because she had me fucking singing
Whoa.
that shit. Bro. God damn.
It's gonna be.
Nobody was immune.
I promise you. It was fucked up about the situation. I was going to an all-white school, so they were singing it with me, and I don't think they understood what I understood at that age. So, fuck. Yeah, so
Russ
That was the
hearing-
same. Go ahead.
Russ was hearing her saying, "Hit me, baby, from behind."
I'm telling you. Telling you. That's what I heard. I still hear that shit. Brittany, what's up?
And that was about the same time that Christina Aguilera came out with Genie in a Bottle, and I think even me in 5th grade was just like, yeah, she ain't saying rubber bottle. That's not what she means. I'm just putting that out there. Even I know that, you know. But I mean, with the way things are going, and everyone's upset that she didn't get her conservatorship ended that day. The truth is, there wasn't a petition before the court to end the conservatorship. She hasn't even been able to hire her own attorney up until this point.
Wow. So
I mean, it's fucked up.
yeah. Hey, what's up, Jazz? Yeah, but I mean, hopefully they get this shit squared away so she can move on with her life, and she's worked hard her whole life and amassed this fortune. She should be able to control a portion of it, but it is, I don't know, it's good and bad that people are paying close attention to her to make sure she doesn't damage herself financially, but how far are they supposed to go,
Plus,
Right.
my thing about it is
Come up here.
that.
Come up here. Come up here.
Oh yeah.
Well, my thing about it is that
if everybody who was mentally impaired, quote unquote, had a conservatorship, then almost nobody would be free. I mean, look at Kanye. If that was the case, he should have been under someone else's control a long time ago.
Oh hell yeah,
That's-
especially Kanye.
I'm gonna say this once, and I don't know if y'all know Kanye like I do, but there's nobody in hell that will be able to control that motherfucker.
No, nobody.
I mean,
No.
Now, I love Kanye to death, and some days I hate him, but there's nobody loves Kanye more than Kanye. When he said that shit alone, to let you know, like, that mother.
that little
Britney's
gay
just-
fish.
Yeah, but Brittany was she was put in a position where she was the cash cow of the family,
Yeah.
Yes.
and so I hope that she can actually end this conservatorship, because I think with the way social media is working now, she can actually triple her worth just off her name alone on social media.
Yeah.
That's true.
And I think that's the reason why she's not really posting content or really posting anything, because she knows that those who benefit from her conservatorship are gonna see gains that she will never be able to see herself.
Well, I think they said that just the lawyer, and Brittany's having to pay for everything. It's all coming
Yeah.
out of her estate.
Wow.
Like, and I think her father was making $400,000 a year just off the conservatorship.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just imagine how much if this actually gets resolved. And thank you for the sub, Allie. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you. But just off of the conservatorship and everything like that, how much have they embezzled? That's my question.
And what's the purpose of a $400,000 a year payment to dad? You know, what's the purpose of that?
You can't justify that. You can't justify that. Or maybe it wasn't him. Like, maybe it was her fucking, like, her lawyer, her court-appointed lawyer has been making $10,000 a fucking week since 2007.
Damn, son.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That's crazy.
Like,
That's
that's too much. And the court's not even trying to defend it. They're not even trying to say anything. Well, all they're saying is, yeah, and it's legal. What are you going to do about it? Well, you know what? At one point, slavery was legal. At one point, the Holocaust was legal. At one point, all that shit was legal. It doesn't make it fucking right. Period.
Yeah, and on more recent terms, it was.
Exactly. I was just getting that. I was just getting to that.
And you
Yes.
steal the words right out of my mouth.
No. But no, I want you to say it. I want you to fucking say
Okay.
it.
And
And up until recently, it was, I mean, actually up until 1998, if you go by,
my vote. Okay, if you go up to Canada's laws, it was legal up until 1998,
and now that they're digging up all the residential schools, so they're seeing like hundreds upon hundreds of bodies of little native children, to the point where they even found them in Carlisle, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So that was legal up until 1998 to rip children away from their homes and strip them of their culture, shave their hair.
And that's true. And that's another thing we need to talk about. The fact that, you know, there's a bunch of arson going on in Canada right now against the Catholic Church, and I'm not in a particularly fucking sympathetic mood. I'm really not.
nah.
I might get some hate for this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Fuck those churches.
Mm-hmm. With their
Take a shot for
pedophile
that.
asses on a completely different note.
I mean, that's just me. But like, if big
Cheers.
dog, I got you. Cheers, mate.
Cheers. Oh, let me get me some Jesus juice.
And while we after I take the shot, I want to let you know I'm gonna take a shot for every sub Mike gets. So he already got 2 subs so far.
I got 3 subs. I got 3 subs so far.
I'm gonna take 3 right now. Let's go.
Oh my god, my dude!
A sub? So if I go out and go to Subway?
Stop it! No, you will not use bad puns on my fucking broadcast.
Then why'd you invite me?
That's fair. You're muted, dumbass.
No, I can hear her. I can hear her.
Here's number 3.
No, we can hear her pretty good still from back there.
Oh, you can hear her good like that? Yo,
Mhm.
keep projecting like
Yeah.
that. Good. Oh, okay. Word.
Well, and honestly, when she came up to the mic,
So you can hear them. That's why.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Now, but no, now I can't hear her. She turned off her.
Oh, now you can't hear her at all?
Yeah, because we were hearing her through her Discord.
She was muted, Julian.
I was hearing her just as clear, right? Russ, could you hear it too? Yeah,
I had to mute myself when I was in here, so.
That's fucking crazy.
you were
I
hearing her
guess,
just
I
fine.
guess hop back in. Just, I don't
can
fucking
hear him
know.
too.
There we go. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just make it
Fuck
happen.
it.
Ow! I don't know. I'm just fucking happy to be here.
Yes.
So what all are we talking about tonight? Oh, we're talking about a bunch of bullshit tonight. What's up, Moose? Happy birthday. Yo, today is Moose's birthday, everybody.
He's a
Happy
fourth baby.
motherfucking birthday, Moose.
Happy birthday there, Moosey.
Man, how lucky are you to be born on Fuck the Crown Day?
Yo,
Man.
Well, I mean, everything's closed on Fuck the Crown Day, so I'm sure you're that lucky you can go to the
He deserves titties and fireworks. Fuck it.
All day. Put it away. Nah, like she actually brought cookies over. Like I've known Haley since 2016, right? She's like my little sister. And like we just met last week for the first time in person. And now it's already to the point now where it's just like, shut up. And like we've already hit that milestone.
Oh, yeah. Happen.
And I've never been more proud of somebody, honestly.
oh,
Well, I mean, like, seriously, there's never a moment where I'm not proud of you because you're usually doing something just as stupid as I would. And it's just like, you know what? Yeah. I understand your motives, and I would have done the same fucking thing. That church needed to burn. No, that is not an admission of guilt.
say, look
Let's
how
all take a shot from Moose.
look,
Fuck it.
Say, look how evenly that fire burned. Look how the edges is singed. It was a beautiful fire. That baby said.
My baby did a beautiful fire. Oh my god. No, but I mean, the fact that they're coming out with that all right now. You know, the Prime Minister of Canada, you know, he did his best to, you know, I'm so sorry, this is a horrible chapter in our history, blah, 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 blah. That doesn't change anything. That doesn't change a goddamn thing, man. The fact that these systems are still in place, even though you might have disbanded the school, but those systems are still in place, nothing's fucking changed. Dismantle the shit and then we can talk.
Yeah, absolutely.
Living members that were staff at that school. At bare minimum.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it's just...
No, but this conversation, the way it's going, it could go down a rabbit hole that's endless. And
Oh, absolutely.
because I just, off the top of the head, just off what you just said, like I think of like 3 or 4 different topics to talk about that.
Don't let me stop you. Don't let me
No,
stop
no,
you.
like,
Then we can talk.
like I'm not trying to do that to y'all time, but
Welcome
I'm
to
just
the
thinking-
chat, comrade.
well, I'm just thinking like about shit that happened in America that extends to Great Britain, that extends to
Absolutely.
the Vatican, and
I mean,
beyond that.
Mhm,
Shit.
mhm.
It's a lot of shit that they swept under the rug, and we're expected not to know. But if we talk about it, we're looked at differently or worse. So,
extremist.
yeah,
We're the new
right.
extremists.
Or different topics to talk.
Speaking of
about
which,
that.
how many of you guys have gotten that? You may have been exposed to harmful extremist content on Facebook.
Like,
How many of you guys have gotten that
that?
notification?
I'm be honest with you. I haven't really used Facebook ever since a hacker told me about this. I think it was like 2017 or 16.
Oh.
He told me to stay off of Facebook, and this was
Mhm.
6 months before Zuckerberg had to take the stand. And he was like, stay off of Facebook and don't upload anything if you can. Take as much stuff off as possible. And he was like, there's hackers going around stealing
Speaking of which,
information. and
how
being
many of
paid
you guys
to.
have gotten that? You may have been exposed
And
to
he was
harmful
on a
extremist
list to be
content on
paid, and he decided not to. When they actually took his job away, and he was forced to work like regular jobs. But he was trying to protect people who at least knew about what was going on, at least a little bit. And I was one of those people. I would talk to him on my lunch break. And so ever since then, I was like, y'all, and I'd stop using it as daily as I would, because I would post memes or whatever the fuck was on my mind.
Mhm.
And the next thing I know, Facebook is being sued for a data breach that affected billions of people.
Cambridge
literally-
Analytica. Yeah.
Yeah, literally, it was literally like less than 3 to 4 months later. That's so I haven't seen that, but I'm pretty sure people like yourself or people that really have an open mind to what's going on have definitely received that.
I mean, I haven't gotten the notification because I'm probably one of the extremists. But me and Julian have talked about it numerous times. You know, if there's not going to be any solid legislation on something that has become so integral to our lives,
Mhm.
then you're essentially greenlighting the abuse of our rights. You're greenlighting it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter which side of the spectrum you fall on. You can be a Republican, you could be a Democrat, you could be a liberal, you could be a progressive, you can be a conservative. It doesn't fucking matter. The minute that you have to worry about saying what's on your mind, especially if it's the truth, it doesn't matter if it's an unpleasant truth. It doesn't matter. The minute you have to worry about it is the minute we're no longer a free society. Period.
Facts, you're right about that.
And, you know, everyone's finally starting to wake up to it now, but
Everyone's going in opposite directions, but we can't cohesively stand together.
exactly, because they've done such a good job of dividing the populace through remedial shit. You know, it could be something as simple as, well, I don't like the Kardashians. Well, fuck you, I hope you die. Like that's the mentality of people these days.
True,
Or,
but I
on
think
one hand, someone will be going, "Oh, the government's trying to oppress us. The police are going out in the streets," and then someone's going, "No, fuck you. The government's oppressing us with masks, you sheeple."
yeah, that's stupid. Those people are stupid. I'll just let that know. Let you know. I
Yeah,
know that.
facts.
Okay.
Facts.
But the one thing about social media I love is because it's giving people a voice that probably wouldn't have one.
Yeah.
So people are starting to see that the shit that goes on in our daily lives isn't the way it seems. It's not.
No, not at all. Not at all. And you know, like the fact that we're living our lives in a way that we expect ourselves, and then like we hold ourselves to these expectations. I'm not saying everybody else does it. We try to portray that we're living our quote unquote best lives. You know what I'm saying? Everybody struggles. Everybody fucking struggles. And you see all these people who are posting left and right about things, you know, like, oh, I went to this place today. I'm living my best life. Motherfucker, you still depressed though.
A lot of people are.
Yeah. I mean, like, the more we push that mentality of here's my Instagram life, of here's my fucking Facebook life, and when you don't deal with the issues, those issues continue to be passed down. And, you know, again, like, there have been multiple times, like, Steven and I have talked about this, Haley and I have talked about this. Like, I'm happy to finally be able to talk to you about this because it matters a fuck ton. Mental health is so overlooked in this country. It's fucking retarded.
It is, but at the same time, I think some people use it as a cast, or
So,
a lot of people aren't affected by it. They just use it for sympathy, or
It's
I say
trendy.
sympathy.
yeah, it's
It
trendy.
is.
Yeah.
Cause like even for me, like lately, like I'm gonna be honest,
Resources.
I've been talking to Julian a lot the last like couple weeks,
Mhm.
and I finally figured out why. Is because I feel comfortable talking to him. But one is, I didn't realize what the fuck I've been through my whole life. Because I lived a life where it happened, move on from it. I wasn't.
Yes.
If something like the how can I put this? The way I was raised was like if something happened, fix it and move the fuck on. Period. And my grandmother taught me that, my uncles taught me that, my aunts, my mother when I was with her, my father the few times I was with him in his life. Like that's exact. So when I actually get a chance to just sit back and just think about what happened in my life, I'm like, fuck. If
Yeah.
I was able to tell people a third of what I went through, it's worse than any scary movie that you ever fucking seen.
I believe it.
And so lately I didn't realize I had PTSD until I started waking up thinking that first thing in my mind, I want to kill myself. And I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, I'm like, wait. I'm like, I'm so close to living my dream life. I'm this close to inspiring others to do the same. I'm on a path to do something that I didn't expect to do in life, but all of a sudden I want to take my life. And it's not depression, because I know what that shit is.
Yep.
And I'm like, I can literally sit up there, have a conversation with somebody, and literally think about ways I'm gonna take myself out during the conversation. And I'm like, what the fuck is this really? And I start looking into things on YouTube and like TikTok and other social media platforms. Like, PTSD is real, but I never knew what the fuck it was because I was told to shut the fuck up. You're not you're not bleeding, you're not dying, you're not in pain. Keep going. And I
Yep.
had to keep that same mantra playing sports. That was what gave me my edge. I had to keep that same mantra when dealing with my bros, because if I showed any type of weakness around them, I'm all of a sudden a bitch or a pussy. And so the expectation of a man is so much to the world is expected from us, but who really gives a fuck about it, bro? And that's a different topic in itself.
Well, I mean, it's one that needs to be talked about because,
Definitely, yeah.
Well,
you know, Julian and I have had millions of conversations, like, because, I mean, like, both of these guys can tell you, like, there are times I shut up for months. There are times I go dark, and it's because I've got what's called complex post-traumatic stress disorder. You know, because of everything that I've been through, and it makes it really hard to maintain relationships. It makes it really hard to maintain, you know, your own worldview, pretty much.
Definitely.
And you know, and I've been there exactly. Like, I relate to that so fucking hard, dude. Because, like, even when I was a top badge, I still had those thoughts. I'm nothing. I'm fucking nothing. This is ridiculous. I don't deserve to be here. I don't deserve any attention. I should just fucking off myself. Like that.
Bro, I know exactly what you mean. I almost off myself on stream. It was May 1st of 18.
I'm glad as fuck that you didn't, bro.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I got to fucking meet you.
I am too, bro. It's a pleasure to say that we met. But a little bit about that story was April 1st, just April 1st of 2018. I just became the owner of my brand.
Mm-hmm.
No, it wasn't 2018. It was 2019.
Okay.
I became the owner of my brand, Marion Grafford. That's my clothing brand. I'm working on rebranding and building myself right currently. But at the time, I just became owner of it, and I was grinding on social media trying to learn how to promote without paying people for it. But on the 25th of April, I was got home and I was talking to my bro, and I was on the phone with him for an hour and about 45 minutes. And I was telling him, and like the first part of the conversation was like, "Oh, bro, we haven't talked in a while. Just catch up."
Yeah.
Second part of it was like, "Man, I'll beat your ass at basketball." I'm like, "No, the fuck you won't. I'm not 15 anymore." Third, the last part of the conversation was like, I knew something was about to happen, but because I could feel it, but I couldn't sense what's going to happen. It's about to get a little dark in here.
Yeah.
I was telling them how this brand was on my mind for the last couple years, and this was going to be the reason why he would never have to work for anybody ever again.
Hell yeah.
And I sensed a happiness in his tone, but it was a painful happiness. And next thing you know, I heard some clicking sounds. I couldn't hear what the fuck he was doing. But long story short, he ended up taking his life on the phone with me. And I was like, what hurt me wasn't the fact that he did it. What hurt me was the fact he did it in front of his daughter.
Oh, damn it.
That's what fucked me up, okay? So then 3 days later, someone that both Julian and I know, he went by the name of King Shake. It was April 28th of the same year, 2019.
Yeah.
I'm running late for work, and I get a text message that saying I feel like killing myself. But mind you, I was 1 point away from getting fired from AT&T. And I said I could give my energy to him now, or wait till I clock into work, then give him my energy. And I chose that route. He didn't answer my text after the fact. I tried calling him during my lunch break. That didn't work. I ended up getting a Snapchat message like right after my third break, which was about 3 o'clock Central Time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's talking about killing himself. I'm like, no, he got a girl, he got a family, he got everything. I'm like, no, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
My conscience told me before I went to work not to get any alcohol. And I said, fuck it. I'm going to get some alcohol. I get home, and at 7:30, by 8:30, I'm streaming. By 8:40 that same night, my whole stream was full with crying emojis. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Fuck.
And long story short, I was told that he offed himself that night.
Wow.
So two people that was very important to me and the person I was at the time killed himself, right? So for 2 days I was stayed off the liquor.
Yeah.
Then one day it was like 11:30 at night on May 1st. I'll never forget the shit. I was off the next 2 days, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna have a good time, try to get this off my mind. Then all of a sudden, the voice in my head says drink. And when I tell you drink, I drank 2 big ass bottles of Ciroc, about the same size as this.
Mhm.
Less than 45 minutes each bottle. 45
God
seconds.
damn.
45
Oh,
seconds.
God damn.
Shit.
That's how that like, because when I get in that mindset to drink, I fucking can guzzle, no homo, a lot of fucking alcohol.
You had to throw that in there.
Man,
No.
you gotta ruin the moment.
I just put it out there just in case anybody want to hop in my DMs and shit.
saying,
Damn
yeah.
it, man! Like you just ruined my entire fantasy here, Russ.
Yeah,
God
dude.
damn!
You gonna hit them
I'm
DMs say you about to
Lord.
go.
You don't
You
make
about
a joke, you tell your story.
say you about to guzzle this glizzy, my nigga.
Fuck that. Yeah, I'm known for that shit. Like,
My ninja.
like, even on Meet Me, bro. Like, I'm gonna take it a different route to go on this
Yeah,
topic.
good.
On Meet Me, bro. I remember this one we used to take shots for diamonds, bro, and everybody was doing this shit.
Oh
And
God, I'll never do that again.
And me being a businessman, I was. I said, for every 1,000 diamonds you send me, I'm gonna take a second shot. So if you send me $5,000, that's 5 seconds. That's a 5-second shot. If you send me 10,000 diamonds, that's a 10-second shot. If you send me 60,000, that's a full minute shot. And when I
You
tell
were-
you these motherfuckers was, I remember
trying
the
to kill
first
you.
time I said this shit. There was this one woman who never said anything in my life. It was a Friday night. I'm
Mhm.
just getting my stream started. I'm streaming in the kitchen tonight. I'm like, fuck it, I'm about to have a good time. She comes into the live and says, "Are you drinking tonight?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I go to the freezer to get the bottle. I come back to the stream and I pop it open and she was like, "Take a shot, bitch," and she dropped 5 sports cards. I'm like, fuck.
Damn.
I'm taking 5 shots, right? The next thing I know, she dropped a jet, and I'm like, what the fuck? People in my mind, I'm like, am I gonna die making money tonight? Because that's what it's looking like. And long story short, in my live and another top streamer's live that's still active on the app,
Mhm.
I drunk 2.5 bottles of the big bottles of Seagram. And
Yeah.
the good thing about that was the following morning, I woke up like about 5 hours later after I passed out, and I ended up going live.
Mhm.
People came to my live that was from the other live, and mind you, that live had about 30,000 people in it. A woman with big tits. What do you expect?
Fair.
Like, fucking excuse me.
You shut up. No one's talking to you.
Fucking game.
But people that were just lurking in the live that was a part of the energy and what we were talking about that night, they came to my live and was like, "Bro, are you alive?" And I'm like, what the fuck is this? If I'm not alive, then who the fuck are you talking to? And then next thing I know, people start just dropping the most diamonds I seen at the time on me because it's like they never experienced somebody that could do what I did. And I'm like, what did I do? Like, bro, you destroyed 2.5 bottles of alcohol in less than 45 fucking minutes, bro. How did you do it? I'm like,
And you still alive.
Yeah.
is this me and my conscience have this thing? And when that motherfucker tells me it's go time, I do not stop until he say stop. Period. If this motherfucker right here says, "Bro, let's drink this bottle," I'm gonna
Okay.
look at the bottle and question him. But after I take a couple shots of this shit, I'm gonna realize that this motherfucker got me. Okay,
Yeah.
fine,
Hell
bottle's
yeah.
gone. Bottle fucking destroyed. So with that being said, cheers, motherfuckers.
Hell yeah, motherfucker. I got a question for you after you do that though, because like it's the opposite side of the same coin. What do you do when the voice inside your head constantly says, "You're not getting out of fucking bed today. You're not getting out of fucking bed today. You're not doing this
That's a
today."
great fucking question, bro. I'm gonna tell you what.
Because that's what I deal with.
I used to be a part of this weight loss company like back in 2013 or like 2016.
Yeah.
And I remember I was in Houston, Texas, second week of November, so November 2015. And I just got crowned a weight loss champion in the Western region because I think I lost like 65 pounds in like 3 months, and my figure went from being just fat as fuck to just
Girl,
almost a Greek god. Almost. It wasn't there yet, but I was on my way to.
you were a Greek yogurt god. It still fucking counts,
Yeah.
my guy. It still counts.
Almost only counts when you pull out and when you're playing horseshoes, bro.
First of all, you were pulling out all the stops to lose that weight, so I'm gonna fucking count it, my guy.
I'm gonna stop you right there. The last time I pulled out was October 19th, 2009, and I have not pulled out.
This motherfucker couldn't pull out of the driveway now.
Facts. Nope. I don't pull out the driveway. That motherfucker gotta pull out himself.
What man? Pull out game giving up. Like, ain't no game.
Okay. To give you guys an example, of what I think about when you pull out, it's like,
oh God, we're really going down this rabbit hole.
we're fucking doing it.
You turn down the street. Let's roll.
You started.
Okay, let's rock it.
Have you guys ever had a good? I'm talking about a great fucking cinnamon roll. I'm talking about so delicious that it's like you want another one, and you love the person who made it. I don't care if it's bought or you made it yourself.
About a literal cinnamon.
Yes, literal.
Fucking cinnamon roll.
Oh yeah.
And you know what's the best part of the
Euphemism, motherfucker.
look? It's not. But what's the best part of the cinnamon roll?
What's the best part of the cinnamon roll, Steven? What?
Cinnamon sludge.
Exactly. But the middle of it, the middle part that's soft with that gooey stuff on it, the frost on is the best part, right?
Yeah.
What I equate pulling out to is you throwing that motherfucking middle of that cinnamon roll away.
I have never heard it so elegantly explained in my entire fucking life.
And where I come from, my grandma would kick my ass if I was wasting food. So
you know what? You
in case
respecting
she
your
is.
grandma. Yeah, you respecting your grandma. I
Like,
can't
it's
argue with
only
that.
fucking right.
You're
It's only
right.
fucking right.
I can't argue with that. Now, can we get back to the mental health aspect of not pulling?
Okay, so look. So I just got off a stage from winning this medal, and I really wanted to ask this one particular person a question. His name's Ernest Ross. You never forget him. And the same. It's crazy because the same question you asked me, I asked to him. I was like, "Excuse me, can I ask you a question?" He was like, "Yeah, you can ask me anything, champ." I'm like, "What?" And I had to think about this because I wanted to know how I wanted to word this. And I asked him. I told him, so on days that you don't feel like going to work, you don't feel like grinding, you don't feel like doing anything outside of your wife and your children, what's the one thing that helps you overcome that feeling?
Right.
And when most of us, when we ask questions like this, we want this big psychological, this big ass answer that we feel is going to fulfill our void and fill our need, which I was looking for at the time. But then that motherfucker looked at me and he said, it's a choice. Then he said, it's a choice. Then he patted my shoulder and ran down the hallway. Then he looked back at me. He was like, yo, Russ, it's a choice. And he ran. I'm like, what the fuck do you fucking mean it's a choice? So I hated this motherfucker for a full year because I did not know what the fuck that shit meant. Bitch, you wasted my goddamn time. You could have told me 1 + 1 is 2 if that's what the fuck you wanted me to know.
Right.
But then I was going through something at the time, and I was like, yo, am I going to just sit here and ask and tell myself like I don't want to do this shit, or am I going to do it? And that's become my mantra even when I'm going through now. Like, even when I don't feel like doing something, I'll find something I need to do to feel accomplished. Like I might clean my room, I might clean my desk, I might wash some clothes, I might fold something. I might do something that I was supposed to do weeks ago. I'm like, fuck it. You have to do
Right.
something. You have to do something that's gonna make us. Because as men, we don't. If we're not doing for nothing, we're doing it
Really?
because we have an objective, and the objective is to either win. The objective is to build. The objective is to win, whatever we're winning at. So you have to win at what you do, whether it's connecting with somebody you haven't connected with, or finishing a project, or fucking doing a fucking podcast. Shit.
Holy shit, bro! Allie just in my broadcast. Allie just gifted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 subs.
Nice.
I'm not taking 5 shots, motherfucker, but I'll take a 5-second.
You ain't taking. Yeah, you get it. That's fine. That's fine, big dog. Cheers, mate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got you, fam.
He threw an extra second on there for good measure.
Yeah, he did. He did. He did. No, but
I'm a
I understand
motherfucking
that.
asshole.
You are the motherfucking asshole, sir. Okay. No, but I get what you're saying though. Like it's definitely a choice. They say that happiness is a choice and everything like that. But I also, and this is just logistically me speaking, I also feel like the motherfucker who said happiness is a choice has never experienced major depressive disorder. Because sometimes we don't have a say in it.
I'm gonna tell you, happiness is a choice, and I've experienced it. I'm gonna tell you why I say that.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Because I think for me, like before I even let you loose on this, because I think I know what you're gonna say, and I agree with you.
You may know, you may not know, but I'm gonna take a different approach to this because you probably heard this, but you haven't heard it the way I'm gonna say it.
Okay.
LSD saved my fucking life.
Yes. Fucking yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry. Yes.
LSD. When I say
DMT.
LSD saved my
DMT
life,
saved mine.
I've yet to experience that, but I told myself I want to be around a circle of people who are at the same level of energy before I take that shit. But that's a different story.
Yeah. I was very lucky with that.
When I experienced LSD,
Mm-hmm.
I took a trip around my mind through different portals, and I understood something that wasn't taught in school. During that trip, I realized that the side of the brain that they say we don't use is more like a storage or more like a dimension or a gateway to something else.
Mm-hmm.
And happiness is an energy. It's ever flowing. So you have the ability to always be happy. But what happens when something affects your happiness?
I would
Out of
say
nowhere.
I would
think
say
about
that it's
this.
sort of like I'm thinking in electrician terms.
Mhm.
It's a break in the circuit.
Yeah, but think about this, bro. You could be just happily sitting right where you are, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then all of a sudden something just says, "Fuck your happiness."
Yep.
But where did that emotion or energy come from?
Well, I'm probably gonna take a different route, but just bear
No,
with
go
me.
ahead.
Yeah. For me, just my personal experience, intrusive thoughts have always been the worst part of my illness. That's always been the worst part of it. Because I could be having the greatest time in the world, and it's hard for people around you to understand it, but I feel like both of you understand this better than I could explain it. It can just hit you, you go nonverbal, and you're no longer there mentally. You're no longer there. Like, I dissociate. That's what I do. I dissociate. And
Nice.
I've been dealing with that for about 2 years. I'd say 2 years severely, but before that it was periodically. And I feel like I'm just now coming out of a depressive episode now. And so for me, it's still something that I'm figuring out. Like I don't have any answers for it, but what I do know is somehow I always manage at the last minute to avoid hitting the ground.
For me,
And-
when I'm in that position, I always ask one question,
Mhm.
and that question is, who's in control?
Exactly.
And if I'm in control, I have to figure out how to fix this shit now, because obviously you don't want to feel that way.
Yeah.
But when you're not in control, you have to go to who's in control to get them to relinquish that control over your emotion, over your mind, in order for you to get back to being the person you know you have to be or need to be or want to be, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So this on that night of LSD, I just realized that energy is more important than people understand, and that energy that comes that affects your happiness, that turns into sadness, anger, pain, depression, anxiety, whatever else motherfuckers feel,
Mhm.
is because we're not in control of our mind. We're not in control of our own energy. So what happens when you cure your sadness, your anger, your depression, anxiety, or whatever you're feeling? You go
Mhm.
right back to the energy of happiness. But we all are on that. I ain't gonna say we're all, because some of us are better than others, but most of us are on that cycle of happiness. What the fuck? How did this happen? Fuck this shit. Fuck life. Happiness.
Yep.
And it's
It
all
is a
because.
repeating cycle.
But what happens with cycles? Cycles are meant to be broken.
Exactly.
But how do you break it? And that's something that you're gonna have to figure out as like individually. For me, what I know what breaks it for me is putting myself in a position to do what I love doing. So first of all, as you guys can tell, I don't know how to shut the fuck up.
Who the fuck you talking about, man? I love this shit. Fucking talk all
I'm
day.
just like,
I love
you know, I'm just like I love talking because I'm be honest with you. If I was a girl, I would get out to my voice every fucking day. That's just me though. But secondly, it's like
God damn. All I had was this fucking like a woman version of Rust, just in a man walking in like, oh hell no.
I could definitely drink to that, but in a second.
Yeah.
But for me, I love sports. That's why I created my Discord channel that talks about basketball. That's what we do. We talk about basketball, whether playing a game, we're talking about the NBA playoffs, the finals, or anything sports related. We do that. Or I just put myself in a position of like, fuck it. What can I do to use what I'm going through as content? Because think about it. The world we live on is content based.
Yes.
Think about this. What did we open up with? We opened up with Britney Spears and her conservatorship.
Yes.
There's so much content in those few words, and there's so many different rabbit holes we can go down. So I just put myself in a position to think, like, okay, what can I do to help other people going through this, or what can I do to make myself happy? Because ultimately, that's one of the few things I give a fuck about nowadays.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I mean, one thing like I heard, I don't remember where I heard this. I think it was a psychologist who was like, I have this thing where if I'm in a really bad spot, I'll listen to those motivational podcasts, and it's not to bring me back, but it's just for me to be able to take little like mantras, because like that's what helps me. Just like every day you wake up saying, "Fuck that voice, fuck that feeling." You know what I mean? Like it slowly turns into a rebellion for me, and that's how I fight to get myself back to square one. Because at square one, there's only one place to go: square two. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter how far below square one you fall.
Monopoly. Unless you're playing Monopoly, bitch, you're going to motherfucking
Man,
jail.
fuck Monopoly, man. Fuck
Going
Monopoly.
straight
Get the
to
fuck out of
jail.
my shit. Get the. No, I'm a pull But to what you said though, you know, ultimately it is a choice. Ultimately it is. And I don't have it in me to make the choice that my brother made. I don't have it in me.
No, don't.
And
Well, think about this, bro. Since the point I met you till now, the growth that you've obtained is tremendous.
thank you. That means a lot coming from you. It does.
So why would you want to give up on the people who believe in you now?
And that never leaves my fucking mind. That never leaves my mind. Like, no matter. Oh my God, you brought the whole ass party. Hold on, you gotta shut up. Hold on, come here. Hold on. This motherfucker just brought out.
My nigga.
Excuse me, I gotta edit it. Monica. I gotta edit it for reasons, but no, but I completely agree with you, And
I'm gonna
like,
tell you right now, that's what I think about when I have those thoughts. I'm like, fuck.
yeah,
I'm literally inspiration to 13 and 14 and 15-year-olds, and I'm not just in the sports world, but I'm actually putting in their minds that by the time they turn 18, I want to help them never have to work for anybody ever in life.
hell yeah.
When I tell you,
Break the fucking wheel.
Fuck the wheel, bro. Fuck the world. I'm going to build motherfuckers that not only shift the world, but we're gonna shift not just the world, but our world. Because once we
Hell
can,
yeah.
once we can figure out how to do that shit, the game is fucking over. But
Mhm.
two, I'm gonna be honest with you, and that's the only way I live. Because I only lie when I'm getting something, but that's a different story.
Yeah.
I still have dreams of humping 3 types of women. One's a
Okay.
porn star,
Okay.
one's a midget,
Hmm.
and one's a cougar. But the cougar have to be on a boat, and I don't own a boat yet, so I still got life to live, motherfucker.
Yo, I have never been more inspired. I have never been
I'm
more
telling you,
inspired.
bro.
You need that. If that's not content yet, motherfucker, record that shit tonight.
Yo,
Like,
Russ,
I'm
Russ,
dead ass.
Russ is the dreaded bearded Yoda.
He is. Like you're the Yoda that fucking George Lucas never had, but damn sure needed.
Is this? This is too late to be asking this fucking question, okay? But I'm gonna ask it
All right,
anyway.
Go
You
ahead.
can
Go
laugh
ahead.
if you want to, because I want to feel like a dumbass. But is this
ahead.
podcast PG-13?
Motherfucker, this podcast is rated R. Go ahead.
Okay, cool.
Was 18
Because I
and
feel
up.
I feel like I'm the human version of Bruce Banner.
That makes a lot of goddamn sense.
But I'm about to make it make more sense. You understand who I am, okay? Instead of merging bodies and minds, I've merged my mind. I merged this head with that one. So they both think simultaneously. Simultaneously, they be thinking at the same time. And they became best friends.
It's nice when
Yeah.
one's not working against you. It's nice when
No.
one's not working against you. Yeah.
It's
Definitely.
like so if someone says, Russ, you gotta think with your big head, not your little one. He said, bro, they think together. It's teamwork.
Bro,
Teamwork makes the dream work.
First of all, they both big. Second of all, they in cahoots. Okay.
Call me a 1997 Super Twin Turbo motherfucker. Today,
Oh my god.
they are gearing on. Shit. There's some
I
good
feel
luck,
like
I'm telling you that.
I can feel it.
On my
But
side
Julian,
is
I
the
feel like we
French
need to hear a
Alexa,
lot more.
American
We need to hear a lot more from you, my guy, because
It
I
was
know
Alexa,
that.
off.
album overall.
The fuck?
I don't know.
What the hell?
This hooker just started yelling at us.
She was yelling at
bird
you,
voice?
not me. Ooh, sweet Jesus. Sorry. Oh, am I getting a choice? Oh, okay. Hold on.
Pro-choice.
This brand is really good. I have not tried this mochaccino though.
Mochaccino, ladies and gentlemen.
You gotta open that with your pinky up, my dude.
You gotta open it with your pinky up. Come on. There you go. There you go. We classy as fuck in this motherfucker, man. You can't spread it, Russ. I'm gonna need your assistance. I'm gonna need your assistance over here. He can't spread it, bro. Motherfucker.
I wish I knew what was going on.
He looked at the camera and goes,
Oh.
I believe in you, Steven.
Okay,
You
so
got
what
this.
you do is you
This
take
was point.
2 fingers like this, and then
No, stop it! No, put that away. No. But Julian, I mean, I know you've dealt with your own struggles. You know, like how do you get yourself out of that mindset?
I don't know, man. It's different things. I think one of my biggest one of the biggest things that helps me move beyond like difficult times is, although I tend to be a bit of a bit stern with them, but you know my kids help me out a lot, bro. Like a lot of things I achieved in life, the successes, were motivated by me having to provide for a family and people that depended on me, you know. So
yeah.
But I also am a bit of a dick. Like if I don't know.
Be best friends if you weren't though.
I do have a lot of brothers that I've lost that never asked for help. That's one reason that impresses me with self-inspection that Russ does. He does like a self-inventory of himself all the time.
Yeah. And that's a hard thing. That's a hard thing to be able to pull off.
And the thing about it is like his way of looking at it, if half of my bros that off themselves had his self-examination skills and ability to look at themselves, they'd still be with us.
True, but that comes from something my foster pops told me a long time ago. He said, and mind you, this motherfucker would be drunk off his ass and he'd be saying the realest shit. I didn't understand it when I was younger, but now I do. He once said that you can walk down the street and ask 1,000 people to tell you what's wrong with them, what's wrong with you, and you'll get 1,000 different answers.
Yep.
So why the fuck do I give a fuck about what everybody else saying about me? What am I thinking about myself? If I feel like shit, why do I feel like shit?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah, bro. Like, because ultimately, the only thing that you should give a fuck about is your happiness and everything that fuels that. Yeah, it's easy to say family and friends, but fuck that. I'm at a point where whatever fuels my happiness, keeps that shit going, that's what I give the ultimate fuck about.
Absolutely. Like someone told me recently, very recently, is that if you want to be successful, start saying no to damn near everybody. If it doesn't immediately, further your goals, you have no reason to fucking think about it. Don't do it. Like, you think CEOs are all the time saying yes? Fuck no. Yeah. And it makes sense. And I call it the 90-91 rule. They said for the first 90 minutes of 90 days, focus on one motherfucking thing. The one thing that's going to change the game for you. Focus on it. Don't do anything else.
That's what my former CEO did. Rest in peace to Tony Hsieh. If you don't know who he is, that motherfucker was one of the smartest people I ever met.
Oh, fuck.
He started...
One moment. Come here. What's up? Put these on?
Put these on.
You're in charge for a second.
I'm in charge? That's terrifying.
Talk to them.
Yeah, so, former
What's up,
CEO...
fuckers?
What's up, motherfucker? So former CEO of... let's get a cheers then. Fuck it, I'm ready to drink anyway.
Don't like outside.
That Jesus juice is tart.
The fuck are you on?
Okay,
Go ahead, Russell.
for the first 15 to 30 minutes a day, he had us check all of our emails and answer all of our emails first thing in the morning. And our emails would be from angry customers. But at first you would think about that, but I'm gonna let you know why that's important. Because the reason why he wanted to do it the first 30 minutes in the morning is because he didn't want us thinking about emails at 3 o'clock in the afternoon when we have to be at meetings or trying to meet deadlines. He wanted us to get the most bullshit thing that we can think about out the way so we can focus all of our energy on a task at hand.
I mean, that's true. I've definitely been in situations where I'll have one easy 15-minute task at most that if it happens at 3-4 o'clock, I don't do fuck all for the rest of the day. So I get that part.
Because you could probably do that task in 2 to 5 minutes.
Yeah. So especially if it's scheduled phone calls, I'm the worst for that. I'm just I don't want to answer the phone, but what am I gonna do? It happens in 3 hours.
I'm not gonna lie. When I worked for AT&T, I milked the fuck out of scheduled calls. Cause fuck that. Y'all not about to work me to death, motherfucker. If I knew it was an old person who wanted to get a phone, okay, you don't want to get it today? Okay, how about this? I'll call you when you get paid on Thursday, and I'll call you at 5 o'clock, knowing damn well I got off at 7, knowing damn well I could drag that phone call out for at least an hour and a half, and by the time I get off that phone call, I'm off.
Oh yeah, that's easy. I mean,
yeah.
To be honest, you can waste time with any senior citizen on the phone.
What the hell are we talking about now?
Explaining to a senior citizen how to work an iPhone is magic. I love that shit. I could do that. I could do that for the rest of my life. You had him have. I had a senior citizen having a full conversation with Siri, and she felt like she met her first best friend.
Oh wow! And then there was me working at Panera that was just sitting there and had some old lady come up and go, "Excuse me, how am I supposed to have iced tea if there's no ice in this cup I poured for myself?"
Oh, I hate you. Oh God.
And then I showed her where to get the ice, and she went, "Well, what am I supposed to do? Stick it in my mouth?"
I mean, if you're not gonna stick ice in your mouth,
stick it up your ass for all I care, lady. Stick it up your ass for all I care, lady.
Dogs are developing PTSD now.
Oh, dogs always
All right.
have PTSD.
There's
They're
yours again.
our little mini humans.
This is the worst part for someone who doesn't
Like, you couldn't tell me my dog didn't understand everything I was saying to that motherfucker. That he would look at me, and if I say something real stupid, twist his head to the side.
Yeah.
Well, we all. I feel like
Oh,
you speak a universal language, Julian. We all know when you say something stupid.
Hey, I aim to say the dumbest shit ever.
I feel like last night. I think it was last night that we were talking. You were saying some dumb shit, and I didn't know. You know what? I opened up my memos today on the phone, and it was something you told me to write down.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm about to put you on the fucking spot because I know
Go ahead.
you ain't gonna remember it.
Go ahead.
You told me to write down trans Jesus because you thought it would be great content.
Look,
Anything wrong, though?
when you think about it, Jesus was born to a virgin. That means there was no Y chromosome. So for him to be a dude would have been a choice.
Oh, you're gonna make this whole Bible.
Wow, you literally went all the way there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Jovan exited the chat. Fuck that.
He said, I ain't going to hell with y'all.
He's like, nah, hell nah.
Yo,
Oh, and I've accepted that, but not for that. Fuck,
hashtag,
no.
I'm doing trans Jesus t-shirts. Fuck it.
I think we were both drunk, and Julian was like, no, I got one. He's like, he who layeth down his gender but takes up my cross. I was like, no, man. Like, why are you canceling me before I even get a platform, you motherfucker?
See, that's why, like, I need to have an agreement with the cancel culture. Y'all can't cancel me, motherfucker, because I'm just going to be saying stupid shit wall to wall.
You can only cancel somebody who gives a fuck.
That is true. That is true.
Oh my god. I mean, that's very true. I was just not ready. I was not ready for trans Jesus. I mean, like, I know Pride Month ended and everything, but I feel like that's just, now it's Gay Wrath Month. That's what we're calling
Really?
it now.
You know what's fucked up about Pride Month ending?
It shouldn't end. There shouldn't be an end to Pride.
That too, but I'm gonna tell you something that's fucked up right now. At 11:59 at night, right before July 1st kicked off, those pride flags were starting to be removed. And those motherfuckers disappeared quicker than my biological father did when I was 6.
Yeah, no.
Cheers to that, motherfuckers.
I can't say shit to that. The fuck you mean? Like, fuck me.
Yo, but I tell people all the time, man.
Mine disappeared when I was fucking 2 years old. So like, I feel you.
Yo, here's what I say.
My
The
biological father.
LGBTQ plus community is gangster as fuck. They gangster. Nobody else get a flag flown at every American embassy for their month. There ain't no Black History flag being flown. The LGBTQ got that shit on lock.
Facts. Fuck.
They gangster.
I mean, that's facts. That's facts.
They gangster.
No,
son.
I mean, like, again, like, I didn't realize until, like, what, this year, Julian?
Mhm.
Like, I'm technically part of the LGBT community. I'm actually technically part of it.
Yeah, Mike is a demisexual.
Yeah. Like, demisexual means, like, I'm not sexually attracted to somebody unless I already have a strong emotional bond with them, period. I mean,
I always thought it sounded kind of godly.
I mean,
I'm demisexual, you cretins.
I'm not going to call nobody a cretin when I look like this, bro. I can't do it. I can't do it, man.
Lady, put your titties away. I have not connected with you yet.
I'm letting you know this right now, Mike. There's no such thing as the ugly man.
I don't know, man.
Oh, I never
All
said
it-
I was ugly.
All it takes is for you to have money and a haircut. Either. Telling you.
Yo, Jay-Z said it best. There ain't no such thing as an ugly billionaire. Shit, I'm cute.
All right.
A man landed Beyonce.
Yeah.
Well, Beyonce. I mean, well, technically he didn't land her. I think he just bought her. Anyways,
He wasn't a billionaire when he got with her. He was only a couple $100 millionaire.
That's
Okay.
because he wasn't into the ventures that he was, and
true.
that's so Yeah, fuck that.
But I mean, even still, I just what happened?
I just gotta say this right now. When I'm at the bar or the club and a DJ plays Partition by Beyonce, I'm ready to fuck the first woman that look me in my eyes directly to my soul. When I hear that 808 and hear that shit, what she saying?
Oh shit!
Woo!
See, I'm trying to capture that for you, but like in a metal sense. Like I feel like if you, me, and Julian were ever in this like the same room, we're all hanging out just like me, Steven, and Haley are right now. Like I'm trying to. I've even gotten Julian to admit he likes some metal songs. I'm slowly working on it.
Motherfucker, I was
I'm
at the
gonna
place.
be honest with you.
Okay.
In order for me to like heavy metal, I have to be off of X or lots of weed. Because I gotta calm my mind first when I listen to that. Because this is a different type of energy.
It is.
See, I was a deployed soldier who worked out a lot. You couldn't be in that gym without listening to metal. Metal's like the number one thing on a deployment.
Five Finger Death Punch is not metal. I'll say it again. Five Finger Death Punch does not count.
That's not all they listen to.
It's like
Five Finger Death Punch
while some old
is the Nickelback.
Thank you.
Of rock.
Thank you.
Of rock.
Thank you. He just said Five Finger Death Punch is the Nickelback of metal. I've never heard anything
Yo.
true in my entire life.
But I never said that's all they listen to.
When some old conservative keep throwing a cop's boot.
I don't know.
Say what again?
Okay. Five Finger Death Punch makes music to go along with conservatives actively deep throating a cop's boot. There's a
Yes.
I just got a crazy visual of somebody trying to deep throat a boot.
How does it make you feel, Julian?
I don't know. It's weird. I mean, what kind of boot? Is this cop in stilettos?
Is this cop in stilettos?
Well,
I mean, he's not. Is he responding to a riot at a gay club?
No. Is it even a he? They're female cops.
police more if they did walk around in stilettos, just like, hey, walking.
You can't be as mad at him then. Like,
I mean,
walk up and
I got a TikTok I'm gonna share with y'all later, but about this hot cop. She got out the car, and this one dude did it where she got out and she just played the song and she showed her figure. She had all the tactical stuff on, and old girl has some nicely shaped legs and an impressive turd cutter. And the dude was talking like, yeah, fuck the. Well, they're not all bad now. All the police ain't bad. After you saw that, he stitched it. I'm gonna send that shit to y'all. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
But she was a sexy ass cop.
I mean, like, that's another rabbit hole we could go down into. I mean,
Sexy cops.
No. Julian, you're the only good cop that I know. You're not even technically a cop.
Yeah. I'm not. I'm just a law-abiding citizen who carries a weapon and
Some sort of a badge. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. But well, hello, Miss Giselle. How are you?
get that
Let
bus
you
up.
know, no matter how bad, I don't think it's possible for Julian to ever piss me off. But if he did, I would never scream "fuck 12."
I've done it to him.
I can do it.
I've done it to him. I've done it. Julian, the running joke between Julian and I is that I'm actually the black one. He's just holding it for me because I was getting pulled over too many times.
Yo, this month I was telling you, every time something happened, I always exaggerate. Mike, I would say Mike called me like, they're killing us in the streets again, man. Another brother got shot. Mike, you do know you're white, right?
The fuck you mean?
The injustice.
I mean, like, it's a sensitive subject for me. Period. Like, it doesn't. Like, the skin color doesn't matter for me as long as, like, you know, if it's
Mike,
open injustice, I'm gonna fucking fight you. Period.
Mike, I got something to say to you, bro.
Man, go ahead and hit-
You might find this offensive, you might not, but I don't give a shit.
Go
Dave
ahead.
Chappelle told all of us that we should keep one white friend around.
Yeah, I'm the craziest motherfucker here. I'm the craziest motherfucker here. You damn right. There's a reason I go by psychotic, motherfucker. There's a reason I go by it.
Yo, that's what Dave Chappelle did tell a joke where he says, like, that one white dude you see with all them black dudes, you don't know what that crazy motherfucker done did to earn their respect.
Telling you.
Like, nah, all they're gonna do is they're gonna give me a spark plug, and you need to run. They're just gonna hand me a spark plug, and they're gonna know the business is about to get handled. You need to run. Like, it's over for you. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Why are we moving Charlie? Hold on! Why are you disrespecting Charlie?
That's what I like about the Dipshit Collective, because we're gonna talk about the craziest shit ever.
The Dipshit Collective is
It's
it's gonna be an empire.
It's a Borg mind.
It's gonna be an empire.
It's a Borg mind of idiocy.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
And intelligence.
I feel like Giselle being here to hear all of that is just yeah, I'm sure she could relate. But I mean, ultimately though, like, Injustice to me is a really
Giselle, I'm sorry you relate. I'm really sorry.
you can fuck all the way off.
My show now.
You give it to them for 1 fucking second, and they think they own the place. Son of a bitch.
That was your call.
She had
Give him 2 inches.
Well, first of all, that's all I'm working with, bruh. Leave me alone, bruh.
Yo, Ralphie.
2.75, bro. I call it turtleneck too.
Yo,
Look, man, I'm like it's like a chewed up cashew glued to my torso, my guy.
Fuck. Shit.
Yo,
Fuck your piece.
yo, fucking Ralphie May. Yo, Ralphie May, Ray, rest in peace. Ralphie May said this joke about, he said, the average vagina is only 6 inches deep. So for you 9-inch motherfuckers, congratulations on your 3 inches of dry dick.
Now Giselle's making me dab. Hold up.
Get your dab on. Yo, Cap, what's up, bro? How you doing, bro? Long time.
It counts. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
It counts.
Cheers.
Yeah, it counts.
Yes. Cheers.
I'm not mad. I've never been more satisfied with someone pushing me the fuck out of the way. Just shut the fuck up. No, you're not. Anyways. Oh, God.
Serious part is this is me sober.
This is her sober.
Oh, that's
You
wonderful.
guys are fucking lame.
Wonderful
Anyways.
is it?
They're lame.
Clearly cooler when I'm sober. I was practically a vegetable earlier.
I was pregnant.
A vegetable.
A vegetable.
I was a fucking steamed carrot.
Hello, Captain.
First of all, I can't stand. I don't like carrots. What's your least favorite vegetable? Let's just go with that. Quick.
It was Brussels sprouts until someone served them baked. Wrapped in bacon. Then now I don't hate Brussels
I
sprouts.
don't even know if that counts as a vegetable anymore.
I'm about to say some fucked up shit right
Well, I'm
now.
not saying vegetable, it's just all-time least favorite foods.
I love everybody except motherfuckers who put raisins in macaroni. Fuck you, motherfuckers.
Yeah, they can go straight to hell.
They can't even
He
suck
loves
my dick,
everybody
bro.
except people who puts raisins in macaroni. They can
Yeah,
go
fuck
straight to
them.
hell.
Straight to fucking
It was a
hell.
thing.
Mm.
That is a fucking thing.
People
Yo,
that put sugar on their spaghetti. Fuck right out of here.
there are people that do that. I know people that put sugar in their rice. Disgusting. My stepfather used to do that.
It's just terrible heathens. Heathens that need to be burned.
Mike, no pun intended at all when I say this. They're
Hit me.
psychotic as fuck.
You're right. Fuck them.
Fuck
They the-
them.
They're the ones that I'm taking the name back from. Okay?
Right.
They're the ones that I'm taking the name back from. Fuck those motherfuckers.
Right in the asshole. That's what they deserve.
Sideways with a cactus. Ugh. Sorry.
That's just horrible on their vagines.
Well, it's in their ass, so it's not their vagina.
Oh, well, still, that's abuse of a booty hole.
No, it's not. Not on Fuck the Crown Day.
Yes, it's 18
I was
plus.
saying. Yeah. Oh God, is someone asking if this is 18 plus? Yes, this is an adult broadcast. There's no way in hell. No way in hell.
Yeah, we,
He should have told me that 3 hours ago so I could prepare myself not to curse motherfuckers. So yeah,
Hey, I thought you knew, my guy. I'm sorry. My bad.
motherfucker, I don't stop. Look, I say about motherfucker at least 50 times a day, and I'm 25 in already. I'm halfway there.
You know what? I'm gonna give you the other 25, bro. I'm gonna give you the time for the other 25. I got you.
I like to earn my shit. Fuck that.
Fair enough. Well, you act like I'm not gonna let you earn your shit though.
All right, motherfucker.
No, where did
There
you...
it is, motherfucker. I got you.
No, they're not talking about Mexicans. Captain wants to know. I don't know where that came from. Captain's
Not yet.
Captain's awesome.
We can.
Captain's awesome.
What the fuck did the Mexicans do? Shit.
Yeah,
don't
what the
know.
hell? What the hell happened in Mexico that I need to know about, bruh?
Yo, I always came to this conclusion too. Like with our border, we can't have open borders, but Mexican folks have so much indigenous native blood in them. They technically should be allowed to come back and forth as much as their families have traveled those borders for millennia, probably.
That's true. That's true.
You know?
All right, keep talking. Can you guys hear it well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Captain, you're Mexican?
Are you Mexican? Julian, are you
I don't
Mexican?
know. I'm not Mexican.
I love the positive attitude.
I love the
Oh,
Mexican
God.
people.
You love them.
I always cross the border.
They keep you in a job.
Yo, I remember one time when I was a young buck, I had just started the job I was in, and I walked up to this guy, and he was Guatemalan kid, and he was trying to say that he was Puerto Rican. He goes, "I'm part of the Puerto Rican people." Really, dude?
You're part of the Puerto Rican people?
Yes. And he goes, "Guatemalan." After I look at him, I said, "Be proud."
I'm with Russ on this one. Just that.
I said, "Be proud." I love Guatemala. I've been to Guatemala quite a few times. They got wonderful strip clubs.
Did you see anything else in Guatemala?
Did you take in any socioeconomics of Guatemala?
I did. I saw very cultural titties.
He got you there. Yeah,
They were very ethnic areolas. I felt that I'd enriched.
I feel like that needs to be a metal album right now. Ethnic areolas.
I'm gonna just say this right
my
now. If
God.
I went to Guatemala, I would come back.
Yo, Guatemala, Guatemala City was the shit. I did love Guatemala City. I was in there. It was a good time.
I heard all that, but you was talking about areolas now. That's up.
Ethnic areola.
Yeah. You connected with Russ on a spiritual level in that one statement, and that's all he heard.
Yo, so I was
Metaphysical.
when I rolled in, right? Because I don't.
Basically, my apologies.
I didn't speak the language, so I got in a cab and I said to the driver, "Chicas." He goes. He said, "Okay, my friend."
Did you see that? Did you guys see that? Can you please do that one more time?
Yeah, I got in the cab and I didn't speak the native language, so I said, "Chicas." The guy's like, "Okay, my friend."
I've never been more proud.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, all right. We'll lay off the Mexicans now, Captain. We'll lay off the Mexicans.
Guatemalans aren't
What I
Mexican.
did. Well, Guatemala is in Mexico, but
No.
okay, I'm aware of that, but
No.
shut up!
Oh God,
I'm regretting it already.
Jesus Christ.
Which Jesus we talking about, Julian?
We talking about trans Jesus.
I hate you, motherfucker.
Oh God!
It's gonna be a new religion. Mark my word. Don't get mad when it pops up.
There's gonna be a whole ass Facebook shrine and everything.
They should.
I mean, Steven did find his new religion on Facebook. I gotta give him that.
Oh, what was Steven's religion again?
I'm gonna let him come up to the mic and tell everyone.
Not getting up. Fuck you.
We can hear you. Just say it.
Is the cult of our Leviathan lobster overlord.
Terrible.
They really worship lobsters.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes, let him lay his claw upon thee.
Yo, Steven has a perfectly symmetrical bald head.
He
It's
do.
like perfect. I thought mine was good. But yours, you were blessed, sir.
You only obtain that when you hunt crabs, motherfucker.
Yes, I'm Mexican. Oh, much love, Cap. I'm proud of you. Oh, I gotta invite Cap to the Discord too. I forgot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, do your thing, bro. Who's Cap?
No, it was one of my homies from the Twitch realm.
Oh, well, lovely to meet you, Cap.
Much love. He is
I'm
Mexican.
I'm one of the homies from not the Twitch realm. Well, on the Twitch realm too, but off the Twitch realm too. So, whatever.
Twitch realm just sounds kind of kinky that you say it.
I mean,
I am one perfectly iPhone taken deep pic away from being Twitch famous, so y'all see me soon.
you know what? I believe him too.
Yeah.
I believe him.
I also think I got me famous. That's a different story.
I mean, honestly, bro. I mean, those $50 dick pics. You know what I'm saying? Like they pay for themselves. Honestly.
Yo, I'm
You
not
want to hear? You want to hear an exclusive story that probably nobody ever heard before?
Yeah.
Right here on the Dipshit Collective. Let's go.
I don't give a fuck if this shit go viral. So this happened back. This happened back like a couple weeks before I got my top badge. I was on stream drunk as shit. I'm talking about drunk as fuck. And when I say this name, you're probably gonna know where this conversation is gonna go. There was this beautiful, I'm talking about beautiful, thick ass woman named Catherine. Came in my live talking shit to me.
Oh
And
no.
then something about that turned me the fuck on, bro. And I don't know what one thing led to another. And drunk me pushed the send button on something I wasn't supposed to send, right? But then sober me woke up and remember I was talking to somebody named Catherine, and I wanted to see how the conversation went. So I went looking for her, the DM, and her DM was down a minute. I was like, what the fuck? So I went to go look, and I realized I left her on red.
Catherine is the owner of Meet Me.
Oh fuck!
I had to tell them who Catherine is. Sorry.
Yeah. So when I went looking for the DM, because I knew for sure Drunk Me told me before I went to bed, Drunk Me told me he sent it. We two different people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And so when I went to look for the I was like, what the fuck? The DMs were not showing. I was like, why the fuck are not showing? So at the top of the messages, Catherine, the founder, for one of the founders of Meet Me, her fucking message was at the top unread. So when I clicked that motherfucking message, it was automated. But the dick pic I sent to that profile had a green check mark and said "seen" next to it. 2 weeks later, I got my top badge. Like I said, every time my dick pic got out, I got famous.
Motherfucker, I can't even argue with you. Do your thing, big dog. Hey! Look, I'm about to have him send some dick pics to some executives.
Yo, send that shit to what's his name's wife. What's his name?
Yeah, send that shit to Zuckerberg's wife.
or Linda Gates. See what happens.
I can't fuck with Melinda, but definitely.
Dude, first of all, you can fuck with whoever you want to fuck with. And it's not funny, she's cute.
Yo.
So pretty much, what you're saying is I should be on GoFundMe right now and saying, help me break Britney out of her conservatorship so I can help her say, hit me baby one more time to me exclusively. If I can get anybody I fucking want.
Hey, if she
I'm
wanted
telling you right now, like just the shit posters on the internet would make that happen. The shit posters would make that fucking happen. There would be so many Dogecoins in your fucking account.
No.
the Dogecoin.
The Dogecoins would be all over your fucking face, my guy.
You know what's fucked up about the situation? The fact that you just said that I came up with a plan to make billions.
See,
Don't send it.
See, I'm here for it.
I can make a cryptocurrency right now for $500 that called Free Britney and spread that shit.
Oh shit!
If I had the money, I'll do it.
That would be fucking brilliant.
You know, you can make it on an Ethereum network, and it only costs between $400 to $500.
Ethereum is gonna take the fucking.
Maybe, but we talking about Free Britney right now.
Yeah.
So she can start making them.
Free Britney, guys.
So she can start making them biracial babies.
She can invest in the shit and make more money off of it.
Yes, right.
You ain't wrong, my guy.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see you. Oh, good to see you too, brother.
I don't know who the fuck y'all glad to see, but I'm glad to see y'all too, motherfuckers.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
I mean,
How's that mocha? How's that mocha tasting there, Steve?
she hasn't even gotten it heated up yet.
Oh, okay, okay.
Eat up
No,
the
wait, what?
fucking mocha. What the fuck you waiting for?
You heard the man.
He's working on it. He's working on it.
Yeah, as long as you don't burn me, I'm happy. It's fine. I ain't trying to be the hound over here, bro.
Yo, we got people out here busting off fireworks left and right. It sounds like my old neighborhood in Connecticut.
It's just hard for me to imagine, like, you know, shooters in Connecticut. It's just,
Dude.
I don't know why, but it's just hard for me to imagine, man.
Bridgeport, Connecticut was on a cover of Time magazine for Murder per Populace in the 80s. At the height of the crack epidemic. We loved our crack.
Well,
I don't have Discord. Man, you need to get Discord, my dude.
it's free. You have no
He
excuse.
deleted it.
Get-
No,
You
he
deleted
it. Yeah.
Well, that
he
sounds like a
deleted
personal problem, man. I don't know.
it. He was one of my first Discord friends. God damn it.
If you download Discord again, motherfucker, you get 500 free titty pics. Not for me though.
How's it taste?
Nah, hey,
Delicious.
titties for free. Dick is cheap and in abundance.
Yeah.
Well, actually, there are more titties in the world than there are penises. But I'd
Yeah,
much,
like-
Yeah, but
I'd much
Dick
rather.
is like rice.
free. Like,
Dick is like rice.
I could
The
go
broader it
and,
is,
like,
the healthier it
invite
is.
out and pull you out 100 dick pics that I did not ask for.
Oh,
But you know how many asks I've gotten for titty pics that I did not send? All of those.
hey, listen, I actually got an unsolicited titties and vag pics. One girl, I was impressed with her angle and the lighting, and I didn't know how to, because her first message to me was a picture of her butthole and vagina, and her, and I was like, oh my god, you look familiar. Do I know you? That was my, that was my response. She started laughing. She was such a sweet Filipina girl. Delete because.
She had such a beautiful brown eye.
It was. She had to bleach that puppy. It was the same color all throughout. So she might have been a porn person.
Terrible.
Yeah, terrible. Terrible.
But it was nice. I think I might. No, I don't think I have the message anymore.
Jesus
Not
Christ.
that I can show it here. Jesus Christ. I was gonna send it to you in the DMs.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Look at this butthole. It's gorgeous.
I just there are certain things in a friendship that a friendship just can't survive, Julian.
Well, you survived. Her butthole was nice. I'm not trying to send you.
No,
my
no, no,
butthole.
no. I meant your butthole. Like, you know, like,
Oh,
hey,
no.
man, check. Is there something wrong with this? I just don't think our friendship could survive that, man. Like, I just don't think
You'd
it
be
would
like,
survive.
yo, I
I mean,
just.
if you say no homo before, then it's fine.
That's right. You say, yo, I just bleached my booty hole. No homo. Here's a pic. I don't think that
Yeah.
still works. That don't work.
But you've made a habit. You've made a habit of, you know, wanting to play tummy sticks. You know, chest to chest, hip in.
Well, listen, I only say that in jest because if someone called me on it, I'd have to falter. I was like, yo, I was joking.
Your honor means nothing, sir. Your honor means nothing.
So
That-
that begs the question: if someone offered you $1 million to suck a dick, would you actually be able to go through with it? Because plenty of people can say yes, but a lot of them, when it's looking you in the fucking face, you're like, I can't.
No, shit, I'm
Now, there's no fucking way in hell I'm sucking dick. Especially for $1 million. There's no fucking way. Because you can't come back from that. You can't.
You're a
can't say,
cocksucker
"Oh,
for the rest of your life.
If you, because in my mind, if you suck a dick for $1 million, you sucking it for free too.
Someone asked me that. They were like, someone asked me that for $50 billion, and I was like, $50 billion could pay for a lot of therapy.
They could pay for a whole. Yo, you could get a whole throat transplant.
I mean, everyone's got a
number for everything. Think about it. You'll swim in an ocean, but it's got probably 1 million corpses in it, but you won't swim in a pool that's got 1 corpse.
How much?
If you've got a number for that,
How
then
did
you
you
have
come up with that argument? What the fuck are you trying to do to people? I was just,
exactly.
I never heard that before. Like, why? You need to trip that breaker, by the way.
No,
Sorry about that, guys.
no fucking.
There's that's a GFI. Sorry.
Yeah, if
There we go.
Just Jesus Christ.
Much love, my
She's
brother from
adamant that
another
one of you guys needs to have some. I guess.
well, no, but here's the deal. They're always a number for a lot of people. I've seen some motherfuckers that have done that were hetero all the way up until they got offered enough money to do gay porn, and they've done gay porn.
Flop it out like that.
Apparently, you get paid a lot to do gay porn. And there's dudes that are gay porn actors that says they're not gay.
Well, I think the evidence begs to differ, but you know.
I mean, if you stiff stroking it through some dude booty hole, you gotta be
At least
on some sort of performance enhancement drug. High as hell. Because some of the girls,
I just like Russ's reaction to all these. Is like, nah,
yo,
fam.
some of the girls.
Nah, fam.
Go ahead, Russ.
That's not it.
This ain't the move, Chief. I'm good.
There's no way in hell I can sit up there and put my tip in a man's booty hole and consider myself straight. That's impossible.
I mean,
That's
that's why they have different definitions.
That's like making a vanilla cake, calling it chocolate when it come out the oven. Fuck that. It is what it is, bitch. You gay.
Yo, but here's another thing I found. They said if you don't date.
I love how you're talking about gay and you say that's a big deal.
No, if you don't date, you could actually suck a trans woman dick and not be gay.
I just
Hey, listen, this is the new world. You gotta understand. I'm just training.
you're
training.
leading the HR update on this.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
You can.
I'll say
That.com.
I'm gonna leave that topic there to die.
Like, he's got the point though. It's still a woman.
Yes.
That's a woman's dick.
That doesn't mean you have.
When I put my dick into a woman, my
Relax.
objective was to give
Your
her
head's
to
over.
make her a single parent. Can I make that person a single parent?
He's got you there. He's got you there. She ain't got shit to say. All right. Moving on.
Oh god.
So,
And before y'all get on me in the fucking stream and whatever the fuck we on right now, I'm support single mothers. When I got my PPP loan, I went straight to the strip club.
yo, good on you. You're doing God's work, sir. You're doing God's work.
Somebody else gotta do it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you're right. You're right. You need some help. You need some help up there.
I definitely need help because they were struggling.
That's a problem. It's definitely a problem.
Yeah.
Because I'll bring honey to the strip club, and motherfuckers didn't bring that. They just brought their imagination. You got to bring those sometimes.
Yeah.
See, that's
You
what
hate to see it.
See, and I'm so bored. Like, I don't do strip clubs anymore as an adult, as an old adult. One reason is I'm not willing to just drop a bunch of money for a chick to fake like I'm attractive.
That's definitely it.
Yeah.
You know what
I'm
I'm
not
saying?
into paying for a lie.
You know what I'm saying? So that's novelty has worn off.
You know what fucked me up about strip clubs was the woman, and when I was in high school, the woman I loved, like ultimately, but I could never tell her.
Mhm.
This was in L.A. I ended up
I'm
going
so
to a
sorry.
strip club. I ended up going to a strip club in Houston, Texas, and let's just say
Hot and ready.
I ended up seeing the woman I loved in high school dancing on
Right.
that stage, and that fucked me over mentally.
Oh man.
I was there. I was thinking I was supposed to be there to see somebody I didn't know.
Yeah.
I definitely was ready to throw whatever I had that night. But when I
I
seen
feel-
her, it fucked me, bro. I'm like, yo, so
It was a-
I feel that.
welcome
I feel
back.
that.
Yo, I've never, and that's one thing that I've never ran into someone At a club. I did one time. I went to Chocolate City in Atlanta, and I saw one of the twins from Jagged Edge out that bitch.
Really?
That's
Mhm.
crazy.
Suplexes Jay. I think Jay gonna whoop your ass, Cap. Yo,
Oh,
and,
okay.
and-
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
did also.
If she is gonna whoop his ass, make sure she films it for content, bruh.
But I also went to a strip club in Miami where I saw an albino stripper.
How the fuck you see that?
I mean,
Yeah,
it
they
was,
can't lose it, bruh.
I never seen that before. I'm trying to see
no,
what that
and
is
she was sexy as fuck.
like. Man, you can't tell me no shit like that, bro.
That's just Captain Jay. He's special. That's one of my very special
Hi, Jay.
friends. Mike says hi. You heard him.
I love how you were trying to fucking do the phone shit. Mike says hi. Well, motherfucker, she's in here.
I know.
I think the craziest story I've got from a strip club. There was actually a strip club like 30 minutes from me. It was a BYOB strip club. It was
Oh,
BYOB.
so it's totally nude then.
Yes.
Yeah, it was like that in
Yeah.
Connecticut.
Now, I had gotten to know the bartender off of, you know what I'm saying, like out of the club. I had gotten to know her before I even went there.
Mhm.
And I would just go there to hang out with her. I wasn't even interested. I was just, I'd go there to hang out with her, drink, hang out. I have never seen more pissed off women in my entire life that I was some mediocre guy that they could not get. They
Yeah.
could not get my attention. And I have never felt that kind of power before in my entire life. It was the most intoxicating thing I have ever felt. And I was like, yeah, okay, now I see how you hot bitches be feeling. Okay, I see you. And I always remembered that.
Like,
Wait, what about a bathtub? Hold up, what?
yo, Cap, you're not missing much not going to a strip club. I mean, I would experience it. I would experience it just to go.
You should.
I recommend every man should go to at least one swinger party in their life.
Material, like, just picture this room as a giant.
Agreed.
Definitely.
Especially it lets you, because like a lot of the swinger parties, it's difficult for single males to get in.
Bull fucking shit.
Outside of Russ, is
I'll say this. All right, you know what? I'm gonna call it what the fuck it is, Russ. I'm gonna call it what the fuck it is. It's hard for a white single male to get invited to a swingers party.
You get invited?
No.
Look, the hesitation in your fucking voice said it all. Don't bullshit
No,
me,
but
Russ.
I had to think about who was single there at the time, and I was single. My bro Wentworth was single, and it was a whole bunch. Look, long story short, I ended up fucking a porn star that night, and I want to do it again because it was fun.
I mean, I wouldn't think it would be a chore, bro. I don't.
It
think
actually is because they're so used to being in one position for so long that you have to tell them what to do and when to do it, and they listen.
See, at a certain point, it just you're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with you.
yeah. If people
If it ain't organic, I mean, what the fuck are we doing? You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
they were definitely organic. Definitely.
Well, look, I'm aware of what organic means, but you know what I'm saying.
I was
Yo.
definitely off a shit ton of Molly, 3X pills, and about a gram of fucking Skywalker OG. I
You,
was feeling good.
drinking piss, huh?
you, sir, are a goddamn champion. That's what the fuck you are.
Yeah.
Yo,
And I'll do it again.
It just reminds me of Goofy. I'll fucking do it again.
yo, the murder trial of Goofy. That shit was hilarious. I killed him. I'll do it again. I'll fucking do it again. Mickey's like,
Oh.
Mickey was so pissed. He's like, I'm trying to get you defended, Goofy. Shut the
I'm gonna
fuck up.
I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm gonna say what we've all been thinking. Mickey's a fucking cuck. I said what I said.
I know he is. I figured that out when I was 11 or 12.
The fact that you were having those thoughts at 11 or 12 really gives you some
No,
deep
but I'm
insight.
gonna tell you how I figured this out.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I remember at Disneyland, bro.
You thinking?
I was at Disneyland when this shit happened, bro. And Goofy came into the room where Minnie and Mickey was and said something in a little special voice, and Mickey walked off. And the next thing you know, Minnie and Goofy was getting real intimate.
So you saw behind the mask? Oh no!
No,
I know.
Yeah, bro.
I didn't mean the literal mask. I meant the facade.
Yeah, so looking back at it, bro, when I understood what cuck is, that motherfucker's a cuck.
I mean, when you think about it, Mickey and Donald only have nephews. They don't have sons, but Goofy's the only one with a son.
Oh!
He's the only confirmed non-virgin.
He'd been yucking everyone.
Yeah, he didn't fucking at all. Okay.
Yo, Chap says, what the heck? It's true, though.
That is
true.
Oh shit!
I never thought about that.
Walt Disney was. Yeah, hell yeah! Like you need to make a TikTok just like, yo, I have to get something out tonight. Yo, we need to talk about this. Why is this not fucking-
Definitely, Russ. You gotta bring that Disney shit to the forefront. Yo,
Hell yeah.
someone actually said if you ever make a sex tape, make sure you play Disney movies in the background. So if it ever gets leaked, Disney will remove it off of all platforms.
And with the quickness too, and with the
Disney will remove it
quickness.
off.
No, it's bullshit. Because if you go listen to the original videos, in every Disney video, there's about a 7-second scene, a 7-second audio that you can hear sex sounds in the background.
I'm gonna need you provide sources for that because I've heard that before, but I've never seen the
Bro.
source material.
Let me see. I've heard it before. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy. But on a more like a socio-political aspect. Hold on, Julian. Hold that thought, Julian. I know what you got. Apparently, when police are responding to riot calls now, they're blasting copyrighted music so people can't fucking post the fucking interactions without getting DMCA'd.
Just mute the audio. That's bullshit.
But you can't hear what was being said. That's the thing about it.
Yeah, but even
So
if
you can't hear what the officers are saying.
yeah, but if you blast that shit, you can mute the audio and see what they're doing. You can't hear what they're saying. It's still not going to end it. It'll end the audio section.
It makes it harder for people to post it though because Facebook's getting real funny about that shit.
Facebook been funny about that shit. But I'm just saying, if you visually catch a motherfucker fucking up, and I don't know where they got these police cars with these banging ass audio systems where they're blasted.
I'm gonna tell you something. You can get away with it on TikTok.
Just
That's
do a
true.
dance
That
to
is
it.
true.
Because all you have to do is upload the video, the original video.
Yeah.
Put it on private. Save the sound. Use that sound in the next video when you mute the sound. So anything said in the sound won't be against community guidelines.
That's fucking perfect. That's perfect.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
That's
fuck
good.
though.
Good.
So fuck 12.
Oh, Jay said no mic
There
is
it is.
right.
He said, "I got him. I got him."
Yo, Jay said that there were cops running around blasting copyrighted shit so it can't be posted. So Mike
it is something that is happening. I'm not talking about the veracity of what they're doing, but that's their mindset.
Yeah, but here's what I'm saying. What police states are doing this shit? So we know not to move there. Because if they that devious to blast music, so it does. Because the internet, they gotta have body cams anyway.
That,
Oh, not that.
Believe it or not, there are
Okay.
still multiple states with body cams. Multiple.
I mean, they're even allowed to tape over their name.
About the mute. Oh, I got
They're
you.
they're allowed to cover their name tags and not answer you when you ask for their name and badge number. They openly do that.
No, you can't. I mean, yeah. Right now, niggas are showing up to your house. If people are recording you, people are showing up to your house. So if you had a job where your clientele shows up to your fucking house, you might want to hide your name. Think about it.
Hold on. That- yeah, he's
What
like,
happened?
maybe they just need to not do that job, or
Well, you do.
bad shit.
Yeah, it's sucky to say that, but then like a lot of good people are leaving that fucking job as it is now. I know at least 9 or 10 of my brothers I was in the army with that were good cops that left because it just became too much of a liability.
And that sucks. That sucks because we need all the good cops we can get right now.
Yeah, so
And that's not me saying, like, even with everything that I've been through and my view on the law and my view on law enforcement, I still believe that law enforcement is necessary.
oh, definitely.
Full stop. Law enforcement is necessary. They should not be defunded. There should be other agencies that respond to different things to take the pressure off of the cops. Because cops shouldn't have to be mental health experts.
Be in
They
that
shouldn't
position.
have to be. But you know what I'm saying? They shouldn't have to be those things.
Yeah, but Jay, like not everyone enters. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Julian.
No,
Go
let her
ahead.
finish your thought. I want to hear it.
Finish your thought.
If I have to in my dental assisting job, not only either speak Spanish or automatically have some kind of translation format on my person, and should have to be able to calm down patients and know exactly how to treat an autistic person, yada yada yada, and I only get paid $35,000 a year, then them in their much higher pay grade than me should have at least a baseline knowledge of mental health and mental issues.
Well, the problem with the mental issue situation is that a lot of these cops that were coming in with law degrees because they need to interpret law, they need to interpret a bunch of shit. So a lot of those law degrees didn't incorporate the mental health. Now the system's training is supposed to incorporate mental health.
Keep going.
No, the system training is supposed. Like me, I'm different. I before I got into law enforcement, I actually worked in mental health.
I'm built.
Actually worked in mental health.
Sorry.
I'm different. I work with development delayed individuals. I was med certified, state med certified. I have a different history behind me. All these cops don't always do. Our country's gonna have to pay money to do that. If they want these cops to be mental health professionals as well as be able to survive, they're gonna have to pay money.
That's my argument before you go in.
No, you're gonna have to let her in because I'm waiting. She's awesome.
Yeah.
I like her.
Yeah. Now that being said, they shouldn't have to. They shouldn't have to be mental health professionals because there needs to be a mental health aspect to deal with those calls.
Yes, there should. You're right.
Well, but what I'm gonna give it to you from a civilian standpoint. Say for instance, a couple's fighting. Things get on their hands. Things are said. Whatever happens. Okay.
Right.
Are you gonna think to call a mental health professional, or are you gonna call police?
Initially, you call the police.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So most initial signs of danger, you call the police. You're not gonna think to call a mental health professional.
And that
So
is
there-
definitely a gray area. Yeah.
It is. It's a big gray area. So when we're dealing with that, yes, you might have a child who needs mental health help, and they're not getting it either at their home or wherever they're residing at the time. However, you're not going to be able to call a mental health professional for a crime. So that's where I think where they were saying defund the police was, they were not saying it to take money away from them. They were saying it to make a new division for the mental health aspect of it.
And another addition, one more addition to the mental health situation is this: when does mental health come to a position where loss of life is in fact, because some people that need mental health help are physically dangerous and can kill people.
Yes. Yes,
So,
that is
no,
true.
no.
But you know what's scary
Hold
about
on,
the
it's
conversation?
Haley. Hold
You
on,
can
hold
let
on,
her-
hold that
Go
thought, Russ. Hold that thought.
ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Haley.
Okay, well, part of the problem with that, so touching first on what you said about law enforcement officers having to take law classes, not mental health classes. As a dental assistant, I took classes, but none of that were in mental health. None of that were in anything I listed before. I was expected and required to learn that on my own time, off the clock. Not only that, but on the point of not always having a mental health counselor, this is just kind of a field both in all of healthcare. and anything to do with that. There's always going to be shortages, and you just, especially on my end or anywhere else in hospital setting, you just have to learn to adapt. It's just part of the job. If you can't handle that, then you're just expected to go home. So why is it any different for people who can end someone's life?
Ooh.
Oh
my God.
Yo, and here's another thing that's a plus. When you walk into work every day, you don't have to worry about someone putting a bullet in your face.
That is true.
You may have dangerous people. You may have dangerous people, but it's not guaranteed. The conflictual stops these fuckers have, we don't have it in normal life. We have it.
You would be surprised at how many violent people that I've had to de-escalate in dental offices. You would be.
I would
shocked.
actually be.
I can't even say
would.
it because of HIPAA, but I've.
Well, you can.
What I can say
what you can do is you can say, I had a patient who.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see. I've had a patient take a swing at me. I've had a patient whose parent grabbed my doctor's hand and brandished the needle around, trying to stab people. I had a patient throw a pen at my face across a room over $20. I could list this for a whole segment.
Now that's something we need to talk about because that's a good segment.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely need to talk about it.
Now that being said, I see both sides of that. I do, because there's dangerous people everywhere.
And serving the public, you're always going to deal with multiple personalities
Yes.
and mental health issues and everything.
Yes.
And then the people who are successful and continue to have longevity in those careers have to be able to adjust.
Yes. Now that being said,
Which is
How
her
many cases-
point too. That's the point she was making. You got to adjust.
yeah, yeah. Now, all that being said, what would be the problem in being able to assess, let's say, from the 911 call, being able to ask the leading questions that need to be asked?
Well, 911 is.
I mean,
Okay.
it's not cut and dry, just like Russ said. It's not cut and dry. It's never going to be cut and dry.
It's not, because we live in a society where I go commit a crime and then identify as being mentally ill.
Exactly. There's definitely no easy answers to it.
There's not.
But if you're already naked in the street running at people,
I mean,
it's a
you run at me when you naked, bro. It's gonna be a Jello party.
I wish. Look, honestly, that would make you famous right there. That would.
Telling you, I'm all about famous, being famous, bro.
But you see the point I'm trying to make. Like there are sometimes clearly mentally ill people who are responded to with unnecessary force by people who aren't paid to understand what they're dealing with.
And in every aspect, every cop isn't making $60, $70, $80, $90, $100,000 a year. A lot in some aspects they're making 20, 30, 40,000, and it matters where the money is coming. And then also it matters the budget of that training for those people.
Yes.
You honestly,
That's
like
true.
with most jobs, the employee has culpability for the training that the job provided. Outside of that training, they can't get like smashed, not fairly, but people get fired all the time for shit they were never trained to do.
Yes, that is absolutely true. That is
People
absolutely
get fired all the time.
Honestly, a lot of these things are multifaceted issues that you can't answer with one single thing. You have to address all the root problems before you can get down to the big major problem. And that's the problem that we're having with a lot of issues, is that we've let too many little problems built up, and now they're a big problem that can't be fixed with one answer.
Facts.
In facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Now do you see the type of actually cops are known to steal overtime by picketing people right before their shifts are over, and that's a large part of why police are over budgeted. Oh shit! Yo, Lieutenant Dalero, thank you for being here.
What's
Yo,
up,
my
Lazy?
fucking people are coming in now. Now that's a true hold on, a lot of cops get paid more than their estimated salary because of overtime.
They
How
do.
do you get paid
Big
overtime
time.
on salary? That's what don't make sense to me.
Well, here's the salary situation. They have their regular shit they have to do, and then there's like usually higher on salary. Traffic. You can do shift salary at the end, but a huge chunk of the thing is clubs. When you see a cop out there, motherfuckers on overtime. Certain after hours situations, if you see a cop out there, he's on overtime. Construction, you see a cop out there, they're usually on overtime.
You're doing great. Thank you for being here. Sorry, he said his words are dumb. No, you're doing great. Thank you.
Good, bro.
Thank you for expressing your opinion. We need that. This helps further the conversation.
Great.
But think about how many times you and I have talked about overtime investigations through, IA, Internal Affairs. They've done millions of overtime fraud investigations. And I'm not saying it's a widespread thing, but it does happen.
It can. I mean, anytime someone's stealing is always a bad thing, especially when you're supposed to be the compass of morality and this law enforcement savior. If you're stealing money, which overtime is stealing money.
Yeah.
Overtime fraud is stealing money.
But that being said, that tying into everything else, and you and I have had the conversation. It was an uncomfortable conversation, but you and I have had the conversation about how cops have openly... Shut up.
No, not you. I was reading the comment. I'm sorry.
It's just safer for me to say shut up. And
yes, please remind me of the conversation. Keep going, Prasad, please.
No, we've had the conversation about, he just says, "Oh, I need to watch your show way more often." Well, I hope you're following. I hope you are following. It seems to me that law enforcement as a profession inherently draws those, aside from and this is the exception that proves the rule. It's definitely the exception that proves the rule. I want to state that first. But it attracts those who want control over other people. It invites these people to have an outlet for control and subjugation over their fellow man.
It definitely, you're right. It can be a sexy ass situation where you have control over over people.
How is a police department supposed to weed out a fucking sociopath?
Exactly.
There is no way to do it.
That's like weeding them out of politics.
Now, that being said, though, if you have more than 4 IA reviews on somebody in the first 5 years they're there, maybe you need to take a look at that motherfucker.
Honestly, if you have IA reviews on people, doesn't necessarily judge their character. You actually have to look at every situation, because some people just don't like people. Our people do fraudulent reports all the fucking time.
And that's not to say that doesn't happen.
But you definitely need to look at them and consider them.
Yes. Yeah, because there was one, I think it was an NYPD, I forget what bureau it was in, but a guy had 15 complaints against him, all for the same thing. And all of their stories were consistent. And NYPD was just like, fuck you. No, we're going to give him a raise. That's a slap in the face to the community that you are saying we want our cops to be abusive. We want our cops to violate your rights. And that destroys any trust that the community has in you. And that and that breeds an atmosphere where riots happen. Because the people don't feel like they're being heard. They don't feel like they have recourse. What the fuck else are we supposed to do?
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, don't burn down your communities. That doesn't fucking solve anything. Burn down their communities. Anyways.
No, do not say. Do not say.
Do not burn down any. Do not burn down any communities.
Let's not burn anything down right now.
No.
Yes, that's the roll it back.
But you understand what I'm saying.
They say
that's the wheel that keeps turning, and even if you get that bad apple out, that rot is still there because you allowed it to happen that many times.
Human beings are inherently fucked up for some reason.
Agreed.
Me, like even as me, I like to consider myself a loving and emotionally
You are.
individual that cares, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've had people attack me relentlessly, say foul shit about me unjustifiably, and I don't really give them too much real estate in my shit. The only ones I did was the ones I let into the inner circle that tried to fuck me over. Yeah, that shit hurt. I ain't gonna lie. It hurt my little feels, the little bit of feels I got.
But that being said, you didn't have 15 official complaints against you about excessive force or kidnapping. Not even kidnapping, but you know what I'm saying. Like the escalation of excessive force. It goes up the ladder there.
Yeah, we got like on that and that dude's particular situation, especially since it was so excessive. You probably got to look at the whole case and see why they let it go. It could have been some good old boy shit.
There was another one. No, it wasn't in Pittsburgh. There was another one. There was another one in Pittsburgh.
It could have been some good old boy shit.
Exactly. Now the good old boy system. If you notice that trend, root it out. Root it out immediately.
Yeah, good luck. We still a couple generations from that. Most of the country's on some good old boy shit.
Now that being said, we are on our way. We are on our way.
Yo, what headphones are those, Russ?
JBL Quantum ones.
Them shits. Yeah.
Don't you fucking change the subject on me, you asshole.
Nah, he flipped that shit to the side and said, "Look at me, I'm impressive, Nick." The headphones said, "No, the headphones said it, not you."
I mean, Russ, what are your thoughts on this, man? Like, I know I kind of took over on this one, but like, what do you? Yeah, like, what's your take on this?
I feel like systematically they can't change what they've already established.
Agreed. I completely agree with that. It goes back to dismantling. Until we actually dismantle this shit.
And the idea behind the change that society wants, majority of society wants, it can never happen. And I'm saying that as a person who sees both through both lenses. Like, yes, I want it to change. Yes, I want police to start policing and doing better by the communities, because that's initially what it was made for.
Yes.
But also, I just know that the system that we're fighting to make the change with won't budge for shit. And I'm one of those people who I don't waste time on anything I can't control or anything I can't be a part of to make the change with.
Same.
So it's easy to say that yes, what we need to do, but does it have a chance of actually happening? And that's a hard. And that's a hard one, because I don't see it changing in my lifetime. And if I have children, I don't see it changing in theirs. And if they have children, I don't see it changing in theirs. And that's three generations already. So how long do we have to go with experiencing the same fucking thing all over again?
That's true.
And it seems like no matter what energy we have as a society, no matter what season or what day it is, you wake up and something catastrophic is going to happen to the point where it's going to change all of our mindsets about how we're living, about how we're being viewed and how we're being controlled. So for me, it's just something I want it to happen, but do I see it happening?
It feels like wishful thinking almost.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely.
Yeah. And the thing about it is like the change can happen, but I don't think the human race or the folks can't get together to make this shit happen. That's the problem.
It's not the fact that folks can't, it's the fact that
they won't, right?
I'm trying to find the words to say without going down this fucking rabbit hole.
Yeah, I feel like we're dancing on the event horizon.
Definitely dancing.
Yeah.
And that's something, like I said, I don't know how much time you have on this podcast, because motherfucker like me, even though I shut the fuck up for quite some time, I don't like it. And we're talking about something that I feel as though there's different avenues to change, to affect positive change.
Mm-hmm.
But in order for that to happen, we're going to have to really take a look at how we're raising our children, and we're going to have to really think about how we're affecting their mindset going forward, because Just imagine if we were all to have children that were of age that could make a decision where they're going to be running for a position of power to help influence the change necessary needed to go forward. And that's something you can't have. We can't want change, but have people that are 90 years old in power making the rules. They have the same ideologies, the same way of thinking. So,
I have been saying this for years, and Julian can attest to this. Term limits on fucking Congress.
And my thing was like, if you're older,
minimum wage too.
Say again.
I absolutely fucking agree. They should make minimum wage. It should be the most fucking public servant job there is. Yeah. Period. They should not be. You should not be able to be a millionaire and be a senator. Period.
Well, that's not going to happen because our country is founded by millionaires.
Let me get to something the chat said. Lieutenant Daldo said, I can imagine situations where excessive force and being arrested unjustifiably does feel like kidnapping, especially considering some people can't afford bail and get stuck in jail for months at a time for ridiculous charges. The chances of things changing is dependent on the systemic circumstances of who we can get into the right positions and push to correct the agenda. That's absolutely fucking true. That's exactly what Russ was saying.
Take a shot to that, because you took those fucking words and made it poetry, motherfucker.
He did. He's good.
It's beautiful.
Now, realistically, we've seen, and I think, Julian, I've quoted this to you a few times. Mm-hmm. We're seeing the death throes, the death rattles of the old way of thinking. We're seeing that old way of thinking lash out and try to grab power for the last little vestiges that it has, because the social consciousness is not there for them anymore.
Well, it's old thinking, and it's honestly even it's some of the new thinking in regards to some of the new thinking is leaning back on some old tactics, smothering, killing, content. Not giving people a voice.
Oh yeah.
That's
wrong.
So that's old school shit.
The misuse of cancel culture is definitely hurting the cause more than it is helping.
And honestly, in certain areas, cancel culture shouldn't exist. In comedy, it shouldn't exist.
Agreed.
In art, it shouldn't exist. They shouldn't be reaching out.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Say it again.
With Crystalia trying to have sex with minors, that definitely.
Who's Crystalia? I don't know.
Trying to think. He was in a lot of Netflix specials recently. Trying to think of what he would have been.
Is he a comedian?
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently Crystalia. You guys ever heard that name?
No, never heard of him.
No.
But what do you do?
Apparently he was using his position in comedy to reach out and try to groom minors.
Okay, did they catch his ass?
I know this fuck.
They called him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not cancel culture. That's law enforcement.
Yeah, that's not cancellation.
That's law enforcement.
That's the motherfucker who plays in the show I wanted to watch. I'm not gonna watch that shit now. Fuck him.
What show was it?
Yeah.
The Good Doctor.
Oh shit, I was gonna watch that too. I ain't watching.
The guy who plays the Good Doctor?
No, that's not him.
No, he's in it though.
He's in it though.
He is?
Last time I checked.
Okay. But I mean, again, I see what you're saying, Julian. That's not cancel culture. That's law enforcement. And that's an actual crime.
Yeah.
Cancel culture
is like them going after.
The definition of the cancel culture we're talking about is, I don't like what you said, so fuck you and everything you care about. I'm going to make it my mission.
And on top of that too, like Billie Eilish, they're trying to cancel her ass for some stupid ass racist tweets that she did when she was a little kid. Some people bought that shit back.
Did it like years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And clearly changed, but it's another thing if you continue to do it.
Yeah, if you're continuing to be a genuine piece of shit.
And honestly, if I saw Billie Eilish, I was protective of the little chick because I saw her have a 10-minute conversation on pooping. I was like, yo, she's my young spirit animal.
We had a good run.
I just love the juxtaposition of conversations. Like,
Yeah.
me and Steven are over here talking about butthole spiders, and you're over there like, seize the means of production.
Oh, I
Ew.
don't know, dude.
You're just imagining you're at the doctor like, doctor, I haven't shit in 8 months, and he's just like, well, here's your problem, son. There's a nest right over your butthole.
If you have a shit in a couple weeks or months, I'm gonna have to ask you an important question. You don't have to answer it. When's the last time you had your shit pushed in?
This
Well.
episode brought to you by
Oh, shit.
Well, just imagine that's the first sponsor I get.
Yo, who was some with a fucking laxative? Be a good sponsor.
Yeah.
They've been around for
Okay,
a minute.
Yeah.
Keep shit moving.
That's it. That's it. The Dipshit Collective keeps shit moving. This is how.
Your opening line to the commercial was "Welcome to the shit show."
That's it. That's it. That's it, bruh. Dokalax, where you at, fam? Where you at?
Yoda. What up, what's up?
Gang, gang, man. Come on.
I'll be right back. 2 seconds, gents.
This is-
Yeah.
Lieutenant Dale said, "This is a wonderful show. You're fucking amazing. Thank you for being here, man."
Shout out
Thank
to Lieutenant.
I mean, if that's bad, you could like have your sponsor be like a gonorrhea medication. It's up to you.
I mean, I don't need it right now, but I
Maybe
appreciate
you will one day.
Man, they have a shot for that in the military. It's called the peanut
They have
butter
a shot for that in the middle. Yeah, the PB shot.
And then
Yep.
one day you're gonna hit cancel culture. Someone's gonna be like, "Didn't you just have a gonorrhea commercial like 5 years ago? Your ass is gone, Aria."
You know what I'd say? Ask your mother. Yeah.
That's real original.
That's granular.
Thank you. I mean, the truth of the matter is, though, I mean, we're seeing culture circle the wagon on itself and start to attack itself, and that never ends well. That
No,
never
but-
ends well. Period.
But everything great that was ever built, when it failed, happened because of the fight within.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
there's so what you're seeing is a culture change within the people inside that community that are saying, "Fuck this, we're tired of it. We have a different way of thinking, a different way of understanding."
Now, society can either follow that or resist it and implode.
See, I think in the next, I want to say in the last like 2 years, I've really seen voices of social media influencers be impactful. But in order for it to be impactful on a level that needs some modified change, we have a long way to go. Because
Fuck
the
yeah.
people with the voices now, the effect change, what they're trying to change is very small compared to what they actually can do. And I don't think they really understand the power that they have. Like, how do
Yeah.
you have 15 million people following you, but you don't have the power to make change to something in everyday society?
Absolutely. And the one thing that I'll say is, like, I don't follow him. You know, I'm not taking up my cross and following this person. I do think they're doing good work. But Sean King, you ever looked into how he works things?
Oh yeah, I love what he does. I love what he's about. I love what he fights for.
He is attacked so fucking hard for anything these people can actually try to dig their claws into. They're gonna try to attack him, and I mean, I think I've sent Julian shit, and Julian's response, I'll never forget it, is, "Yeah, but he's pushing his own agenda." Julian, if you want to look up Sean King, like, yeah, it's that dude who was
Hey, yo, the
That's what
white
Sean King is.
white dude with the tight haircut.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
And-
and my thing is this: pushing your own agenda is what we all will do. Because why push an agenda that's not yours?
What?
Like,
Exactly.
Well, a lot of people get paid to push agendas that aren't theirs.
that's still their agenda. They got paid to make it their agenda.
So
Right.
Candace Owens, then we got to call it what it is. Candace
Hey.
Owens, then we got to call it what it is.
Hey, see,
She is not pushing her own agenda.
And
She's not.
But the thing is too is she's like what a lot of people are understanding. Candace Owens is a woman of color. She is not a black woman.
Thank you.
She is a woman of color. She is not a black woman. She's of the Brazilian persuasion, which is chocolatey and delicious. I've tasted it myself.
Like, I'm not saying she's not magically delicious. I'm just saying she's not relevant to the conversation we're having here.
Does it taste like Cocoa Puffs?
Pretty much.
These are the questions. These are the questions, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, my boy got it. Yo, Sean got the tightest haircut ever. He keeps the facial hair like he almost looks brother-esque.
But all that being said,
He got a tight
the
fade,
work,
too.
the work that he does, like he barely takes on any cases. He barely takes on it because he has a whole project he worked called Grassroots Law, and they work to help people who have been wronged.
Okay.
And like that guy that I told you about that just rammed the group of protesters at 110 miles an hour.
But huh?
There's a yeah. That was where it was in Minneapolis, I think. It was in Minneapolis. And he saw them doing a peaceful demonstration. He sped up on an empty street. It was an empty street. They did it during non-traffic hours. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He sped up and hit the protesters at 110.
What was he driving?
An SUV.
Oh no, I seen the SUV. Yeah, it was two incidents. There was one in the cop car, and there was one in the SUV.
Yeah, but I'm like this too. What was going on for an SUV to build 110 miles an hour, and you don't hear that bitch coming? Maybe they were talking. Maybe there was a lot of outside chatter. To build that much momentum with an SUV.
No, Lieutenant Delta says Minneapolis is a shit show for BLM issues. Apparently so.
Of course, no. Minneapolis is a huge.
It's a nexus.
Yes.
If you want to put it that way,
Definitely.
it's definitely a nexus point. But when he hit the protester, apparently he lost control of the vehicle.
He only hit one.
He killed one.
No, but he only hit one.
I didn't see the video. I don't think there's video of him actually hitting the. Haley, can you confirm that there's no video of?
No, I don't want to see the shit. I'm just saying
I'm asking her to look up if anybody else was injured.
Yeah. Okay. My bad. I'm sorry. But if he sped through, he caught one person. This doesn't make it better.
No, it doesn't make it better at all. But what I'm saying is the point of what I was saying is it disabled his vehicle and they got him out of it, and they were holding him on the ground in a fucking chokehold.
Mm-hmm.
And the police got there, and they were blaming the protesters for it happening.
How long ago did this happen?
Maybe at tops a month ago.
And how long ago before they came out with the speed of the vehicle?
It was almost immediate.
That's impossible to gauge.
Justification was that he was trying to jump the protesters.
No.
Say that again.
He only killed one person, but his justification, he claims that he was just trying to jump the protesters.
Yeah, but my thing is,
he didn't think that he was going to kill anybody.
Yeah, but my thing is this. For them to come out with an exact speed of how he was doing won't be immediately. They need to gauge the damage. They need to gauge.
Gauging, if someone is saying
unless he said, I hit that motherfucker, I was going about 100. Unless he tells them the speed.
but that's semantics. It doesn't matter. It was enough to kill somebody.
No, I'm not even talking about that, but they're saying it was going over 100 miles an hour. You can kill someone going 20 miles an hour. You can kill someone going 10 miles an hour.
If you do it right.
If you do it right.
Yes. Do it right. Look, if we're going to be psychopaths, I'm going to be at least an accurate psychopath.
That's worse. That's worse than trans Jesus.
Trans Jesus, bro.
But they were saying, regardless of the speed, it was a high-speed collision. High speed. We can all agree to that. It was a high-speed collision.
What does high speed dictate?
Oh, fuck off, Julian! Fuck off!
Well, see, I mean, because my thing is this, you know, I might get my fat ass up and run to that door at 2.3 miles an hour. To a roach, that's going to be high speed.
Oh my God, please tell me we didn't
what's high
just get banned. Please tell me we didn't just get banned.
What happened?
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. My Twitch channel started buffing. I was like, oh, no.
No. But yeah,
All
I'm
the
just
shit we
saying.
just said.
Yeah, this is the
Oh.
life.
Now, his justification was, I was trying to jump them. I wasn't trying to hit them.
Oh, he's trying to go over him.
Yeah.
Oh, because he's a fucking idiot.
Well, he was smiling in his mugshot. So you tell me.
No, he's a fucking idiot. He wasn't. I mean,
The white guy. White guy. Yeah.
oh, I didn't even know he was a white guy, but
You assumed.
I did a little bit, just a little bit. Just a little bit. I assumed a little bit. But my thing is
So
this.
it was June 14th. That's when it happened, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But he's one of the people that said, "Help me identify this man," and
Okay.
like he's one of the like Sean King is one of the people that says, "This happened. This is fucked up. Help me identify this person."
now,
I think that's good work.
was he charged?
Oh yeah. He was charged
And this was in Florida?
in Minneapolis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's keep a handle on this topic and find out how it rolls out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
But you know, we were talking 2 nights ago? Was it last night? Maybe we found out that woman who jumped that 14-year-old boy in New York in Soho was charged with a hate crime.
Yeah, she was.
I ain't.
But it took them this long to charge her with a hate crime.
Was it a teenage boy? Or was it an elderly Asian man?
No. This was the Soho Karen, the girl who lost her fucking phone, saw a 14-year-old
Oh yeah,
with an
and she
iPhone.
blamed. Yes, she blamed it. Yes, I'm
And
thinking
she
about two
jumped
different
his ass.
incidences.
Yeah,
Jumped his ass.
and the thing about it was the boy she jumped, his dad is a jazz musician that played with like some prominent people. His father was wealthy. His father had status. And
But,
this
I mean-
goofy bitch jumped him because she saw a black kid come in with an iPhone that matched hers, and she couldn't find hers because she left it in an Uber. Honestly, I think the woman had mental health issues. Honestly,
They're gonna call it affluenza because she was a privileged bitch.
Mm,
Just like it with Brock Turner.
she's high functioning dumb.
High functioning dumb is really fucking prevalent in our shit right
She got on television with her lawyer.
What the fuck is that?
Don't point at my nipples. What's that?
My bit rate is shit right now. For no reason.
You're showing good over here.
Yeah, you look.
That's
you
good.
Look crisp.
Okay.
Crisp on both my.
Let me refresh. Let me see what's happened. Okay, it's good now. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah. That chick. Here's one of the reasons I know she has some issues. She hired a lawyer.
Look on the camera, you can see my titties in the shadow.
Hey, I'm looking at the camera.
God damn it!
Yo, you said titties. I was like, I don't see no titties on either one of my screens.
Here.
Not over here, not over there.
Come on.
Exactly.
I can't compete with titties.
He's trying to get the.
There you
I
can.
can't compete with titties.
Well,
But she has a good radio voice, though. Her speech pattern and her conversational voice is easy to listen to.
Oh, I thank you.
My pleasure. But please continue, madam.
About my tits.
Yes, absolutely.
My nips are pierced.
My initial reaction to that is I have cookies and cream, ice cream in the freezer, and I have a wild imagination. But this is not the podcast for me to be saying shit like that. So
Hell no. Besides, I'm not getting them infected after 2 years of having them just because you wanted to pull out ice cream. Fuck you.
Yo, ice cream can
who
affect
said
you 2
anything
years
about
later?
that? You mean to tell me I can't suck a titty and eat ice cream afterwards, or eat some ice cream and suck a titty afterwards? How's that gonna affect you?
There's still open fucking holes in my body, man.
You got a lot of open holes, young lady.
I mean, you got a point.
Fuck, Julian. Shit.
Oh, you come crawling back.
Yo, Mike should have been here for the open holes debacle.
How many open holes do you have, Michael?
About to make you
I know for a fact I have 2 more than you.
believe it, too. Yeah, you're right.
Jesus. She has 2 more usable ones.
Yeah, mine are just useless. That's all.
Yeah, we got a bunch of useless open holes.
I just love Russ's immediate response. No.
Yo, Russ.
No, not because of what I've heard, because I know I have the ability to say some random shit, and we can go down any one of these random fucking rabbit holes at will.
As long as it's not the rabbit hole that wants to get pegged, okay?
Yo,
I don't get pegged. I'm telling you, I was high off of 9 LSD, 7 Molly pills, 5 X pills, 3 bottles of Jameson, and like 7 grams of fucking weed, and I was not gay enough to fucking get fucked. So I'm never gonna be fucked, bro.
yo,
Dude, you are a goddamn hero to all of us.
Yeah.
I will say.
And guess what? I'll do it again.
Well, I mean, if you do get a girl to peg you, I mean, she's basically giving you the cheat code of how she wants you to fuck her.
Oh.
No, but that's bullshit because I know women who like to give it up the ass, but didn't like to take it.
Yeah.
But that wasn't to me though. They were gay. They were bisexual. They didn't like to give it. Take, but they could give it. They didn't like to take it.
yo, but
I understand. I understand. I love how Moose is the only one who's responded ever since Haley took over. Moose, you've been quiet this whole fucking time. You fucking simp.
no, no.
Hey, Moose.
Moose should respond whenever better titties enter the screen.
I mean, naturally,
He should
he does
respond.
that. He does that very well. He does
Better.
that very well.
Her titties are much better than yours, sir.
Look, I am nowhere near. Well, I'm a lot perkier, honestly, but
I can't compete. I got double D's, you bitch.
look, I'm
God.
telling you right now. When I say there's no competition, these motherfuckers will back me up. Sit the fuck down.
No competition for them double D's.
None. No. Yeah, we were talking about, like Sean King and everything like that, but
Back to seriousness.
yes, because I know how much editing I'm gonna have to do to actually make this a podcast.
Oh, thanks, Moose.
I'm quiet, but once you mention Pierce, god damn it.
No, seriously, everyone
God
should
bless
get
you,
their
Moose.
nipples pierced. It's a whole new level of confidence. Plus, when you're sitting out shirtless on the porch and that breeze hits your nips just right.
I get that same feeling when I take my boxers off.
Every day.
It's like, hey, ladies, the feeling you get when you take your bra off, same feeling with boxers.
Thank you, I'm telling you, it might be
can
better.
Especially
Look,
if
I'm
you've been...
be honest with you. You might have big tits, but you never sat on them before. I sat on my nuts many times. I'll probably be sitting on them now, but I'm so used to the pain, I can't tell.
You're right, bro.
Again, ask me again when I'm 80.
I'm not gonna be alive when you're 80.
Look,
No,
I
you'll
mean,
still
if
be.
you're lucky, you probably will be.
Yeah,
My
how,
stubborn ass only wants major Moose.
how old is she now?
How old are you now?
I'll be 23 in 2 weeks.
I definitely won't be alive when you're 80.
I'm saying
I mean, let's see. How old are you now?
I'm 33 going on 34.
Let's see. If you're 33 now, that's a 10-year difference. So when I'm 80, you'll be like 90. That's not much of a stretch.
Like I said.
I'll be
Dead.
dead as
Wait,
fuck. I'll be 120.
There's only one way I'll be alive, okay? And only you can make this happen. And when I turn 60, which is in about a couple years, if you can make your knees touch your elbows, I'll stay alive for another 50 years.
No, that's a good commitment. That's a good
I'm committed.
agreement.
I'm big on commitment.
But you have to send it to him in a very, very private DM.
Nah, not even that. Like you just have to do it playing Lil Jon.
And he'll know if you lying about it. He'll know if you lying about it because the Little John gods will let him know.
Facts.
Well, I mean, I am actually going to see Lil Jon in September, so I can
That's-
make it.
Oh!
People make that shit happen. See, look, you speak shit into existence, baby, it happens.
Sit your ass down.
You're the one that asked me over. You can
I'm
give
so
me
happy you're
consequences.
here, you asshole.
Deal with the consequences.
Little
bitch.
John.
Yeah, the consequences of my stream getting this full frontal.
Yo, here's the beautiful
Hey,
thing
I'm not
about
promising
it.
Anybody full frontal.
Okay. At least y'all put the parameters. I could see Steve's face, and he's got this smile. He's right between the both of you, so it's fucking hilarious. He's like back there in heaven, just chilling.
Can't hear what he's saying.
No, he can't.
You've
That's
been
what I want to talk about.
with a weird smile.
I'm laughing at me.
Mike,
It's
are
not
you in-
weird.
What
It's
part
happy.
of the country are you in?
North
Carolina, bro.
Are you perfect? I have a perfect question for you.
Yo! So sorry, Russ. You've just been gifted a subscription in my channel, my dude.
Let's fucking go!
Oh yeah, we got two subs, man. 2 subs. Backwoods Billy in here doing the damn thing.
That was fucking Billy. Shout out to you. Appreciate you, man.
Oh my god! Whoa! Oh my god! This man's a goddamn. I don't ever want to be that good at drinking.
You just gotta open your throat, dog.
Look, bro. What did I say? What the fuck did I say, Julian?
I mean, you could offer a booby shake for every time that you get a new subscriber.
How often are you available?
I'm not yours, bitch.
Nobody want to see that. They would
Billy's
be
like,
over there.
even though I wasn't invited. Oh, Billy.
Billy. You can
Billy.
definitely
Billy-
say that.
Billy lives 15 minutes from me. Billy, do you want to come over, man?
Billy. The
I mean,
offer's out
why?
there.
Billy, would you like to come over and hang out with us, man? Happy fuck the crown day, bro.
Those cookies, if Steven didn't
There is
express
there
it,
is
I
there
don't know.
there are cookies left over that Steven has not munched on.
Yeah, it started out
Mike.
with 40, but now there's 6.
Hold on.
I'm letting you know right now, in this podcast alone, you have about 2 episodes worth of bloopers. You better keep them.
Oh, you goddamn right. You know what I'm gonna do, Russ? You're really good at editing. I'm gonna send this motherfucking broadcast to you, and I'm gonna let you have fun with it, bro.
The
gonna
last
let-
thing I edited was a viral Pornhub video.
Oh, then
I
I've got
edited.
nothing to lose. I've got nothing to lose.
Look. What kind of cookies?
What kind of cookies? Hand me one of the cookies.
Most level cookies.
Peanut butter chocolate chip.
Peanut butter, homemade peanut butter chocolate.
That
chip.
cookie look moist.
Can't eat it right now. I can't. I've already told her. Hold on.
You can't eat her moist.
Billy
cookie.
just says, "Dude, I don't want to insult y'all's beard party." Billy,
Oh,
I'm
yes,
inviting
what's
you
up,
over to
dude?
my fucking house, you
The
jackass.
fuck you say about my beard?
My
Uh-oh.
beard looks
What's up,
trash
August?
today. You catch me tomorrow, look 10
I think
times
he's
better.
talking about your bearded clam.
Oh shit. That's a different story.
It is a different story, but here the fuck we are. You asked for it. You literally asked for that.
Yeah,
What, because of what I'm wearing?
Yes.
the only August forever I know, my guy.
Gotta ask the boss. That's fine, man. Just let me know. Now,
Let me make sure.
he's married. Now, Rush, you said you had a question for me based
Yes, I
on.
want to know. I want to know if this is true.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to know if I magically end up anywhere in North Carolina. I'm talking about Durham, anywhere, don't matter.
Right.
And I end up meeting a young lady,
hmm
and I end up taking her to a hotel and checking her in.
Always.
Right.
At the end of that night, at the end of that night, after I'm done doing what I'm doing, which is gonna be legal and ethical, motherfuckers, is she gonna be my wife when I wake up?
I'm looking it up now. I'm looking it up now.
I mean, what'd she do to your ball sack though?
Oh,
Hum-
maybe
she
I need to
hummed
hold
her
off.
She hummed her favorite Disney tune.
Definitely. Definitely. She's wifey. She's wifey.
She's wifey.
my
You
dude.
don't need a fucking question about that. She's automatically
Mm-mm.
wifey, bro.
Don't look
Not
at
till I ask her.
Walt Disney begs to differ, my friend. You
Right.
hum a Disney tune on some ball sacks, you automatically wifey.
While the movie's playing, that bitch.
Hell yeah, bro! That adds to the ambiance.
Oh my god. Russ, you were
Trying,
gonna be so
brother.
much. You were gonna be so far beyond famous by the time all this is over. Like, I want you to be the breakout star of all of this because you goddamn deserve it. You funny, pretty motherfucker.
And that's the thing. I'm not trying to be funny. This is who I am. If I was
Yeah.
trying, you motherfuckers was trying.
Yo,
See, and that scares the hell out of me.
Actually-
that scares me.
yo, when I finally do, when I retire, I'm thinking about doing stand-up comedy. Right? I'm definitely gonna have Russ writing shit too, because this motherfucker says shit that is funny even if you don't have historical reference. There's shit I say to you, Mike, that's funny because you have historical reference. Everyone else has historical. He say shit that's just hilariously funny without no historical reference.
See,
he
I
got
need that. I need that kind of humor in
Mhm.
my life because I'm a dumb motherfucker.
Nah, you
I
smart as
think
shit,
in that
man.
tree, bro. The only difference between me and probably most people is the fact that the first thought that comes to mind, most people don't say.
True.
I say it every fucking time. And
It's
I don't
true.
give two fucks.
Yeah.
Like I'm the type of most men are the type of man to ask a woman what she want to eat. I'm the type of man to say, you want to get some sushi, you want to get some penis, or you want to get some penis then sushi. What you want?
Or do you want me to wrap my penis in some sushi? What's up?
Nah, I like my
Nah.
salmon.
Hey. Don't get mad at me for changing the game, my guy. Okay.
You can change it your way. Look, you can have trans Jesus and penis sushi. Fuck that shit. I'm not with it.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Billy is on the fucking way. Yo, we about to have fucking Backwoods Billy on the motherfucking broadcast with us, man.
Oh, much love,
Motherfucking
brother.
Billy.
August.
Oh yeah.
Yo, August.
Billy has been one of the biggest contributors to the Psychotic Show in the past 2 years. Like, I can't say enough amazing things about what Billy has done for this broadcast.
Shout out to motherfucking Billy.
Yeah, like there have been times where I was sorry about that. Hold on. There have been times where I have been close to hanging it up because I mean, like as streamers, we all understand that frustration that comes with the slow times, and the slow times always happen. They always happen. There's no getting around it. They always happen. It's called regression to the mean. Like
Bro.
someone told me that while I was a top badge. Regression to the mean is gonna happen. Don't get comfortable.
You're talking to two people. I know Julian Blackwood. I don't know how long he was a top streamer on that app, but for me personally, at one point in time after I got my top badge, I was chasing a ghost. This ghost stated that he was the best at streaming and he was a top streamer on like 7 or 8 different apps. So the first 7 months after I got my top badge, I was a top streamer on 4 different apps.
Yo,
And
that's
I,
an
and
accomplishment I could never make, man. I'm so proud of you.
and I wouldn't want you to, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's not really an accomplishment when you're just stressed, all your energy stressed out. So you have to give certain energy here, and you have to be the same person you was here, and you have to go here, and you have to be this magnificent motherfucker, and you got to take that energy and go to the next one, and it got to a point where it was like I didn't know who I was,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to stop. I had to, but I'm gonna tell you, the slow times is when you actually find out who the people that really support you are. It could be that one person that'll sit there through the whole stream talking to you for majority of the stream, trying to keep you engaged. Julian, I was that back person for Julian for a while. Julian was that person for me. I remember when I first met Julian, bro, and he remembered this story. He had somebody in the box, and they were roasting the fuck out of him.
Oh hell!
I'm not gonna
say
let
names.
motherfuckers in.
And he was drunk as shit. Now he just kept looking at the screen like this and coming back and stroking his beard. So what I did was, and I had this maniacal way of trying to get people to see me. Fuck everybody else, see me. So I literally typed "beard game, motherfucker," and I waited till he looked at the screen very close, and I pushed enter. And when he looked away, he's like, "Beard game, motherfucker," and he said that right and he was like. And he rubbed his beard, and I was like, I like this motherfucker. And ever since that day, it was like literally, and I didn't know this at the time, but like a week or two later, he ended up getting his top badge.
Hell
And then
yeah!
he would come to my live, and I'm like, and that, when we kicked it off, it was like we knew each other for all our life type shit. Because the shit that we would talk about, even to this day, the shit that we talk about, I don't even know how to fucking materialize.
Yeah.
I don't. It just happened. And so I remember, and I don't know if you remember this day, Julian. But it was like a day where I was streaming. I streamed for like hours, like 16 hours, bro. And I was like in the 5th hour of my stream, and Julian Black's in the box chilling. And all of a sudden, 2 top streamers come into my live, and they're just shooting shit because most people came to my live to get their energy because I was one of the high energy motherfuckers on the app.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I said something stupid. It was the 2nd week of February, and my stream was dead. Julian's in the box. And I said these words. I said, usually my OnlyFans costs a certain amount of money, but today I'm gonna give it to you for free. I'm gonna give it to you on a discount because it's Black History Month for 100 love bears. And I shit you not, less than 2 minutes later, my stream was flooded with love bears.
Hell yeah!
So that's what taught me how to control not just the stream, but control the people who are watching. Because there's always people watching you that never say nothing. Always. So that's the reason.
Yeah.
So when you see me say half the random shit I'm saying, is because I'm trying to get a reaction out of those motherfuckers. If I can get those people to be a part of what we're doing, shit, you never know where this is gonna take us.
No, you damn right.
Fuck yeah.
I mean,
That's
and
my daddy.
I pride myself on like even when the Psychotic Show was on that platform, I had and we all had our lurkers.
Yeah.
And every time I would see them come in, I would always say, "Okay, our resident lurkers come in. Hope you're doing well." And eventually it would get to the point where every time they come in, they'd show those little lurker eyes. You feel me? And then eventually it turned into, "Hey, I missed you. Where the fuck you been?" You know what I mean? Like, it's
Me, I was the lurker.
You was a
Yeah.
lurker?
she was a lurker. She was definitely a
It
lurker.
took me a long time before I actually wanted to show my face and hear my voice played back to me. So that was a big thing. I was just like, "Look, Michael, if you'll pre-record it, then I'll watch." But like, I'm
Yeah.
not getting on. I'm not showing my voice. I'm not talking to people.
She has a good voice. I gotta tell her right
She
now.
does.
This is a very
She
good
does.
voice.
It took a lot of honing in to get it to this level. I kind of grew up with a weird assortment of accents. My mother was from northeastern Pennsylvania, so it's a very Midwestern sounding accent, and then my father had a very
Don't you know?
southern. Yeah, like
Yo,
very southern accent from my father, so it was all sorts of fucked up.
But here's what I gotta tell you. There's people who pay to get the rhythm and the tone of your voice.
cadence. Yeah, the
The
cadence and
cadence
everything.
and tone of your
People-
voice.
People go to fucking school.
School to do that.
So it's very hard on it, so I love hearing that.
Absolutely,
Yo, it's
you
very
deserve to hear
good.
it. I mean,
Me as a voice motherfucker, I always
Yeah.
recognize that shit. Like I've done voiceovers since I was a kid, and I was the announcer at my grade school graduation.
You had this voice at your grade school graduation?
Yeah! Yo, my shit dropped. The balls hit the bottom of my tiny whities at a young age.
That happened to me in 5th grade, bro. I remember getting into a fight because somebody called me grandpa.
Oh.
And I asked him, I said, "What you say to me?" And everybody started laughing around me and they called me grandpa. So I ended up beating his ass, right? Because that's what I did.
If it makes you feel any better, while I was working at Panera with a bunch of 16-year-olds, I got told I look like I'm 40.
That's fucked.
Nothing 40 about you, girl. Nothing 40 about you.
What you needed to do right then and there, you needed to Cersei that bitch.
And it was an even bigger kick in the proverbial balls to go to the ABC when I was living back home and not get carded.
Oh, that's the worst.
Oh, that hurts.
Oh, no.
Yes.
That hurts.
But in a way, that's a privilege.
It is. It is.
Because I don't gotta pull up my. You know I'm gonna buy this shit. Fuck that. I wish I had that shit when I was 16. Shit.
Like, where the fuck were you when I was fucking 12, bruh?
Facts. Yeah.
And then even one day at a restaurant with my friend celebrating his birthday, I pulled out my ID because I was used to it. She's just like, "Oh no, pull that away. I know you're not underage." I'm like,
Oh, you dirty bitch.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah,
for thank you for recognizing my
elderly status.
But she ended up making up for it by giving us some free shooters after some bitch beside us was being a Karen.
Oh, it was that time. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, it was that time.
Now, I know I kind of alluded to it earlier, but me and Russ, the way that Russ and I met, Russ quickly became one of my favorite people. He quickly, like, and regardless of how like sparse our interactions were, like after the way that Russ introduced himself to me and the relationship that we established, it's one of those things where it's an instant respect because you see someone who honed their craft just like you did. You know what I mean? Like, and that's something that I haven't found regularly except for you, Julian, and a handful of other people.
I'm gonna let you know, bro. That's amazing to hear, especially from you, bro. Thank you, because I was literally talking about this with Julian like literally less than 6 hours ago, and I was saying like I'm gonna put it in a different sense than what I was talking about him about, but I feel like all you motherfuckers have superpowers, and I was the one. I was Batman, meaning I just used the resources I had around me to make myself the person I was. But here you had the fucking background, the lights, you had this fucking voice. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't know if it was you that gave me this idea, but you had a lot of big titty goth bitches around you. Excuse my French.
I did.
And you did, bro. And no. And I remember why I asked you who the fuck are you? Because when I went to your stream, first of all, you were top badge. I knew all the top badges at the time.
Yeah.
And when I went to the stream, the first thing I seen, and I click profile pictures. I click see if they're real. I like to know who I'm talking to. And I seen a lot of goth big titty bitches. And that's why, like, who the fuck, like, nobody was commanding that type of energy. Believe me, I had a lot of women in my stream, and believe me, I respect each and every one of them for who they are. But they didn't have those same assets. And I was like, who the fuck is this motherfucker?
Honestly, I think that Meet Me wasted a lot of money not let him stay on that platform longer.
I mean, that's their law. I feel like so I've been rewatching Game of Thrones. So
yeah, season 3, baby.
I felt like Ser Jorah banished from Daenerys. I was like, fine, you want to banish me? I know exactly where the fuck to go to get my shit together. Fuck with me. Yeah. And
just don't go get grayscale.
yeah, don't get. Yeah,
that's like the herpes on steroids.
Yes, it is. Except it turns you into a fucking stone.
A stone statue.
Yes, but no, I mean, I remember the night you came in. Like, I'll never forget that night, bro, because you were the first top badge to reach out to me. You were the very first. Like, I stayed to my motherfucking self. Me and Julian didn't even connect until after I was off the app.
No. You were still
I
in
mean,
the
like on a
app.
personal level. Like on a personal level.
Okay, yeah, and the
It's all
personal.
connected before that, yeah.
Yeah, because Ursula. Oh shit! I
Ugh.
mentioned the name, but she told me about you, and I
She
went
hyped
to
me
your
up to
stream,
you. Yeah.
and I was like, I watched it. I rolled in there. I was like, hey, he's fucking pretty fucking good. I like this guy, and I hit you with a favorite.
I remember that too because I went the fuck off about it. I was just like, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, anyone who takes the time to hone their craft, especially in the field that we're in, it's a different level of respect because you know the mental toll that it takes.
Yeah.
It is a different kind of stress.
I didn't know the stress until I was letting multiple apps try to pull me.
Yeah.
And then like I was like, fuck. I had to quit them all.
Yeah, bro.
And I gave Go ahead, Russ.
I was saying because I was gonna piggyback up what you just said because both Julie and I started as top badges on Meet Me.
Yeah.
Then we were pulled over to TAG to become top badges.
Yep.
Mhm.
Then Julian ended up going to Up Live, and I followed
That's-
Julian.
So did I.
Okay. I had an offer on the table to be a promoted streamer on Big O and Live Me,
Shit.
and two other apps that weren't even big names yet. I didn't take Live Me and I didn't take Big O.
Mhm.
I was close to taking the two other ones because I was familiar with their platform and I believed in what they did, but they didn't have a long game.
Mhm.
And most of these streaming apps only have an idea for now.
Keep it on lock.
And that's all
They
they
don't-
got.
And so the one thing I like about the one app we were both a part of, they at least had an idea for where they wanted to go. No matter how they got there, they at least had an idea.
Mhm.
And at least I'm glad for the time I spent on that app was about as a top badge over 3 years.
Nice.
I was not only did I gain success at what I did, but I'm able to use every second of experience I have as a top badge as experience in real life.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, and I taught people how to use their experience in streaming to get jobs working in the social media world, to
Hell
get
yeah.
a job working in management, to get a job working in job where they probably wouldn't even have the same experience because of the way my mind worked.
Backwoods Billy wants to know: is Russ streaming? Are you streaming right now, bro?
Currently not, but I'm working on getting a few. I'm currently working on finding a new streaming home. Outside of streaming itself, the only place I'm gonna be streaming going forward will be YouTube. If you love basketball, I'm a basketball lover, and I'm looking forward to starting my YouTube channel, streaming over there. I am a Twitch affiliate.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm just working on a plan to become a Twitch partner. So I do stream on Twitch. I haven't streamed in about a month, but I'm gonna start streaming this week sometime.
Hell yeah.
YouTube, and that's about it for right now.
Yeah, and Russ's Twitch stream is RUSS Jovan.
Same name.
Yeah, hold on, Billy. Hold on, Billy. I got you.
Russ Jovan,
I'll put it in there. Hold up.
My name is Russ Jovan on every platform.
Period.
Yeah, so I'm Russ Jovan on TikTok. I'm Russ Jovan on Twitch.
There
I
you go.
have an Instagram. I just don't post on it yet because I just feel as though it's not for me.
I feel you. Do you have a Twitter? Do you have a Twitter yet?
I do
TikTok?
have a Twitter, but I post a lot of random shit on Twitter. Like I might post about some very sexual minded stuff. Then I might post about credit. Then I might post about basketball. So Twitter's like a conglomerate of thoughts that just don't make sense right now. But if you want to follow me there and get an idea of the madman I am, fuck it. I'll follow
Hey.
you back.
Yo, on a real level,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what the fuck you post as long as it's a genuine reflection of who you are.
No, because
Don't-
a lot of people for lack of better words, will call me psychotic because I will talk about eating a woman's butt from the back and then talk about how I'm gonna change your life the next tweet. There's no in between with me. I can't control this shit. It just happens.
Well, first of all, there is a reason you are here, sir, and that's part of it.
That ass.
That ass.
Yeah.
No, but this fucker can testify. Don't follow me on any platform. It's just a lot of leftist shit posting or my art.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
It's cringe.
yo, I follow.
Cringe.
Yo, I follow everybody, even if it's people that don't have ideals that match mine, because I found that I was able to grow from some of them.
Yes.
True.
I mean,
I was
first of
able
all,
to
how
listen.
many arguments have we had, Julian, where you were just like, oh, wait.
No, because if there's arguments we've had, and we agreed to disagree, and then I start researching it, and I was like, oh, this motherfucker was actually right.
It happens. It happens every now and then, bro.
I looked it up. I was like, yo.
Then.
I mean, like he knows that if I don't let off the gas at all, I've done my research.
Yeah,
Like,
I'll go back and
I
look.
know my shit, motherfucker. Bet challenge me if you want to.
And I'll tell Mike immediately if the debate. I was like, where we go? Mike, I don't really feel like reading a bunch of shit. I'm not gonna look this up.
Yeah, because
I'll tell him. I
be
don't
like,
care.
yo, I'll be ready to throw 8 or 10 different links at him, like, motherfucker, I'm telling you the truth. And he's like, I don't care.
Yeah,
I
I'm
just
not
don't
gonna
care.
look it up. I'm not.
You have the energy to send links for people, but at a certain point, I'm just like, I'm exhausted. I have this fight with about 3 to 5 people a day, and Google is free. I'm not doing that mental homework for you.
Oh,
Well, here's, like, the
beautiful.
thing is, yeah,
That's
Yeah.
beautiful, though.
yeah.
Wow.
But the
I
thing
gotta
is, I
add-
don't have those arguments with 5 people. I just talk to fucking Julian. That's it.
Well, that's the problem with being a female on the internet to begin with.
Sucks to be you, man. I'm sorry.
I know,
Yeah.
right? It's just a
I-
bunch of dicks in your inbox and arguments on main.
I mean,
Yo.
honestly though, you get your
See?
pick of the litter.
That's no. But here's where I've been fucking up. I didn't think you was supposed to be sending dicks to people that don't ask for them. I've been doing this shit
I've been
the
trying to tell them.
I've been doing this wrong the whole time.
I think I fucked over a woman's mindset recently. I'm gonna tell you how I did that.
Oh no.
Because I added her on Snapchat from TikTok.
Right.
And what I did was, I was like, I bet you want to see this. She was like, no, I don't want to see it. I sent her a picture of a dog from Google. And she's like, oh, how cute. And I was like, no, that's the wrong picture. Then I sent the dick pic.
I mean, it'd be funny if she still said, "Aw, how cute."
Yeah,
I know.
you got the comedic timing would have been on point if she did that. Like, I'm not even gonna bullshit.
Lately, I've just been messaging him back going, "Is that a child's penis? That definitely looks like a child's penis. I'm contacting the FBI."
I mean, 2 inches is 2 inches. Fuck you mean?
Like, people always ask, like, even to people who ask me to send stuff like that, I'm just like, first of all, I prefer to disappoint my women in person. I'm just putting that out there. You know, like, I'm not gonna, if I'm gonna disappoint you, I at least want you to be here.
I think you just
Because-
made my new TikTok bio. I mean, my Tinder bio.
I got you, fam. I
So
got
you just made it already with the words that you just said.
Yeah, and I'm proud to be here. Let me just put that out there for you. I'm proud to be here.
It's gonna go something like this. I could disappoint you in real life, or I could be breaking your back. You choose.
Well, also, if you disappoint someone in real life, you've disappointed one person. If you are disappointing over the internet, then you've disappointed her and every friend she sends the screenshot to laughing at your ass.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
Very
I,
fair.
I feel like Russ is like, oh shit.
Russell,
I've disappointed a lot of people. A lot of people.
Same, fam.
And I'm
Same.
not gonna stop because that shit is fun.
Like, first of all, this is my fucking Wednesday. The fuck you mean, bruh?
That's the
No.
funniest part of it, being a bisexual and asked to join three ways. And I'm like, look,
If I wanted to be disappointed by two people at once, then I'd just go visit my parents.
Yo, I love those skits.
You know what's fucked up? This is
What?
how I test to see if a woman knows how to read. I tell her I want to have a nice dinner date with you, and I want to end it with the Pakistani drill press. And if she could find out what the Pakistani drill press is, and she could read that definition, she might be the one for me.
Damn, you're giving out homework in your Tinder inbox? What's that?
First of all,
I mean, hey, look, if a woman wants me to work for her, she gonna have to give
yeah,
a
but
little.
a little
Yo,
work.
and that's one of. Go ahead.
I wouldn't even do homework for teachers I knew well throughout my high school career. I wouldn't do that for some rando in my inbox.
Yo,
Look,
my
Obviously,
here's what pissed
you
me
don't
off.
appreciate the dick that much.
No, here's what
Exactly.
pissed me off on the Tinder stream. I had all
Okay.
these women that were demanding shit of me, and I
Right.
kept getting
Oh.
disappointed with what they had to provide. Like they were saying, you gotta have this. Then I go into it, none of them offered anything remotely to what they demanded. None of them.
And I feel like that's a failure of the feminist movement because I think you'll agree with me on this because you are a pretty prominent feminist when it comes to the feminist issues. But I feel like you'll agree with me on this. Feminism, modern feminism, it succeeded in putting women on an equal footing, but it also made them feel entitled without bringing anything to the table.
I'd have
Let me
to.
correct you right there. Right
Yeah,
there.
because I know I didn't say it right, but you knew what I was trying to say, Russ. Help me
Okay.
out here.
What you failed to say, and as a brother, I'm gonna piggyback this and take it from there. They don't bring anything tangible to the table.
That's a good point.
And me and Russ had this conversation probably like the other day.
Our
Like,
point.
Yeah, it's like a couple days ago.
yeah.
I'm giving you a chance to give an example.
Oh, well, okay. For example, Julian was telling me about someone that he listens to who was speaking to a woman on his live stream. What was his name, Julian? I don't want to name drop without being exact. It was the person who has women on there, and he's just like, first of all,
No, it was
No.
it was Kevin Samuels.
Kevin Samuels.
He
Samuels
only dates
has-
black
has
women, so he's a little hard on black women. He doesn't
He is-
drop this on.
He's
everyone.
hard.
He's hard on women, period. It's not just black women.
Yeah. But he don't fuck with nobody but black women.
But,
Really,
but
like,
they're
oh Lord,
black
I'm in
women
trouble
are,
when I get there.
they're the only women who come for him.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. Now
So-
that being said, what he said was there have been all these expectations put on men in the past, and I'd say in the past 10 years. In the past 10 years, the Me Too movement was needed. It
Definitely.
was definitely needed because there was abuse going on in Hollywood. There was
Mhm.
abuse going on in our neighborhoods. There was
Period.
abuse going on everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Two. That being said, there are plenty of men out there who genuinely just want connection,
Mm-hmm.
who are met with that same ire.
Hold on one second. I'm grabbing the chair. I feel like leaning over this.
No, you're great. You're great. Now there are plenty of men out there who are met with the same ire because it's been and I'll blame this on social media more than I will on women because women. It's the same thing as Men in Black. A person is smart, rational, and can make their own decision, but people are stupid, act in packs, and
Mhm.
panic easily.
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck
Is-
did you just say?
I said it's
Repeat
from
it.
Men in Black.
Yeah.
Now
I
repeat the
can't
whole
remember the
thing.
No, I'm trying to figure out what you just said because I had what you said just slipped my mind, but I had a perfect fucking answer for it.
Okay. Were you talking about the Men in Black quote or before
Mhm.
that?
The
quote
Men in
that you
Black
just said.
quote. The Men in Black
Oh,
quote.
okay. A person is rational, able to distinguish right and wrong. So I'm probably adding to it because I can't remember the exact quote.
Mhm.
They're able to discern, for themselves.
Okay.
But people are pack mentality. they are scared, they are angry, they're ready to go towards the mob mentality at a moment's notice. And I feel like the feminist movement was hijacked. And I'll say this openly because it's the fucking truth. BLM was hijacked from what it was supposed to be.
And I have to agree with that. And I think the LGBTQ plus community was hijacked.
Absolutely hijacked. But that doesn't make any of those causes less worthy. It doesn't.
I have to agree. Yeah.
Now, that being said, it seems to me like when we're speaking about the new generation of relationships, it sucks because if a woman sees that I'm a broadcaster, you know what she sees? You have nothing to contribute to make my life better. Why should I fucking listen to you? When she's literally living at home with no job, but it's that mental dissonance.
All right, one thing I will say about that is that, honestly, I try to listen from different perspectives because at the end of the day, I can't be you. I can't be you, Russ. I can't be you, Julian.
Exactly.
So all I can do is listen. However,
you can't
when
be a
you
little
say
big
these
fucker
things,
like me.
anyway, when you say those things like that, I feel like men and women's issues are two sides of the same coin.
Yes.
Because at the same time, when you say things like that, I know so many women who their husbands / boyfriends expect them to have a full-time job, raise their child, cook them dinner, etc. They want a 50s wife with a 2000s paycheck.
Thank you.
And then
there's a disconnect. That's what I'm saying. There's a disconnect.
Not only that, but women.
Let me piggyback off
Where'd
that
I go?
because you say that men want that, right? But men are expected to protect and provide. So what are women? Well, women now that modern women aren't like women in the 50s. You're not seeing them stay home and take care of the family. You're not seeing them sit up there and raise the children. You're not seeing them in the kitchen. You're not seeing them take care of the home. Women were supposed to take care. Women were supposed. The main job of a woman is to take life and mature it, and take a home and take a house and make it a home. Are modern day women doing that shit? Fuck no.
And Russ, I got to piggyback on it a little bit. I definitely want to hear what you got to say, sweetie. Please. I'm just throwing this in there because I love her points. But my thing is this: is one of the reasons I married the only woman I married. No other woman has been able to step up to that threshold. I married her because she has strong family values. Her family was fucked up. They were fucked up, but they loved each other to no avail. They were raising kids. They were they were diehard loyal to their children and their family. And one of the reasons I married her was the fact that I wanted that loyalty for my offspring.
That's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's two sides of the same coin because I do see issues that you bring up, but on the same end of the spectrum, I know people I know personally are doing the exact opposite, having to come home from their jobs, clean up, take the kid off the babysitter's hands, clean up, cook dinner, etc., and then bathe the children. And this is experiences that I've heard from people's mouths myself.
Right.
So I get what you're saying, but not only on that end of the perspective, but career women as well.
Yes.
There may be technically equal opportunity, but it's not fully equal. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'll take my experience as
because the glass ceiling. That's still a fucking thing.
I'll take my not even just that though. Not even just that. I'll take my experience from Lowe's as an example. I was working in the garden center for a couple of months, which as I'm sure you already know, involves a lot of heavy lifting, grabbing stupid shit for people, etc., etc.
Stupid shit for stupid people.
As the only female on the staff, I was trained on the forklift. I was taking all the orders for customers that wanted things loaded into their vehicles, mostly by myself unless management was there. I was answering customer questions. I was restocking. I was training the newbies. And keep in mind, I'd been there for 2 months at this point, all while my male coworkers were standing back, watching me, drinking their drinks, laughing, watching TikToks. So the moment I tried to do that, I was told that I needed to take my job seriously and stop acting like this was high school.
That's fucking bullshit.
I have to work harder just to be taken seriously in a man's world.
No, that's not true. You fell victim to what you call hard work, because the people that work hard at a job stays in the same position for 20 plus years, and they never get to evolve as an employee. But the people who sit back and work smart by not doing anything, those are the people who get the management positions. Those are the people who get the CFO position.
Yeah.
Those are the people that actually move up in the ladder. So, and that's something I've learned a long time ago. It's not just because you're a woman. You did what you thought what you were supposed to do by doing a job and going above and beyond. But you didn't realize that the moment that you stop is the moment that you're replaceable. And that's with every job on the world right now.
The thing is, at this point, I was taken on with a bunch of new hires and maybe one oversight person that was training all of us. So it was me and 4 other new hires. We were all on the same level. I was the one that was told to get on this, get on that, and they were left to their own devices to do fuck all.
That seems like a good old boy status. And
yeah.
You got to remember, and the thing, I'll say this, Russ. I say that's different, varying by region. Because in the South,
yeah,
in the South, and I'd include in Virginia in that. In the South, I've grown up seeing that.
I'm from the South. You're talking to somebody who lived almost everywhere in America. I'm not speaking on.
Right, my bad, bro.
No,
You're right.
I'm a transit. Like, I'm a Neanderthal. Fuck it.
You a Neanderthal? You ain't a Neanderthal, bro. You don't gotta pronounce.
Hey, listen.
You don't gotta pronounce.
Yo,
brown,
Russ,
my guy.
Yo, Russ, my
I got
dad.
my balls.
Yeah, my dad. My dad actually studied the Neanderthal gene.
I hate this for anybody who's listening to this. I hate for anyone who's listening to this podcast who can't just see the look Russ just gave me. I got it in my balls, bro. Yo, that look, if we could put that on a TikTok, that'd be fucking millionaire right there, bruh.
I got my balls.
I got on my balls. But I see what you're saying. But out of the workplace, back to the relationships, the disconnect there, it seems like, pardon me, guys. I want to ask her something because she's known me for a really long time. She's known me since 2016. Do you consider me a fuckboy?
No.
Do you consider me someone who's incapable of seeing where a woman's coming from?
Absolutely not. We've had this conversation multiple times.
Exactly. I'm laying groundwork for something.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, do you see me as someone who would be ungrateful for a woman's hard work in a relationship?
Mm-hmm.
It's happened to me more often than not that I'm told I'm not enough.
Yep.
And that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And the same people who tell me that are the same people who have, I hate for lack of better terms and to not be derogatory, haven't done shit with their lives. And
well, that's what you would call a fucking scrub.
okay, then I'm gonna say it then. Y'all bitches be scrubs.
No, yo,
Sorry, TLC, scrubs is genderless now.
Now, Julian, what were you gonna say?
No. There's a lot of people that come out and attack people and demand things. Like me being even right now, I'm 47 years old.
No, you're not. You're 29. Shut the fuck up.
47. Not
He's
interested
29.
in a relationship. Not interested in a relationship. I actually had. Here's the chick. Found her on Tinder. All of her profile pics had all this makeup on. We FaceTime for the first time. My beard was down here. She goes, ew, too much hair. And I was like, bitch, you don't look like any of your profile pics. I kept it to myself. I was like, yeah, I let it grow, but I could shave this beard. You got a spackle on cakes of shit to look cute. And I was like, and I was still willing to talk to you. It's fucked up.
It is. I could piggyback off that too because I had a similar experience. This happened about 2015. One day I was just craving mashed potatoes for some reason. I don't know why. Niggas
'Cause
was just
they're
craving
delicious.
mashed potatoes.
Mashed
Yeah.
potatoes are fucking disgusting.
If I knew you for at least a year, I would have told you some choice words, but I'm gonna reserve that for a year from now.
He gonna show you some good ones though.
No. I was just joking when I said that. But on this particular day, I went to Tinder and I put in my Tinder bio, craving mashed potatoes. You swipe right on me, you might get a date tonight, whatever the case may be, whatever else I put. I end up swiping right on the woman. We end up connecting. After work, I end up going to this 4-star restaurant not too far from the workplace. We go on this date, and I'm having a good time. The waitress is amazing. The ambiance is great, and everything is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Right when the appetizer gets there, mind you, my beard doesn't look good at all right now, but don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But on this date, my beard was much shorter, like a little bit longer than what Julian's is now. And she mentioned something about if your beard was 3 inches shorter, you'll be my dream man. So I joked it off like I do and said, fuck, I didn't hear that shit. I'm on to the date. Like, fuck it, I'm here for the mashed potatoes. I'm here for the steak. Let's get it. So I'm eating the mashed potatoes and steak and everything. We're having a good time, and then dessert comes.
Mm-hmm.
And right when I took a fucking bite of that brownie, the brownie was delicious, by the way.
Okay.
That bitch had the nerve to tell me,